Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See if YouTube's picking me up. Not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I see you Negroes are coming in early for this one, huh? Got 48, 46, 48 watching and 45 likes before I even turn it on. Let's go ahead and go with the shut up, Aisha. Shut up. I'm coming right in with that bullshit. Shut up. We Kill Dragons. J3. Manuelo, what's up? Malika, what's up? What's going on? There's the genius. Al, what's up? TD, Tampa, Unfadable, any you? Abadayo, what's up? Truth be told, I'm listening. Said it in the West. Craig, McRib is back. You know what? The McRib came and went where I am, man. Came and went here for like a few weeks and then went. Aquatechy, Sheed, T. Riddler, Six Knight, Obi, Excalibur. Oh, I got everybody out for this one. Okay. Kareem, Mr. Heat. Kareem, I appreciate, man. I appreciate the super chat the last time, man. I'm humbled. James, Bronx. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make my opening monologue short and give you guys time to jump in. I hope we got Reaper of Shines. I hope we got the all the people that are normally in my comment section, disagreeing. I hope they're here. John, Chris Rucker, Dave Tao, the Unfadable, Guys an Urbanite, Supreme. What's up, man? Quentin, what's up, Quint? Red Scorpio, Yasuki, Mlavo, where you been, man? Victor, DJ said he said, Corey Wilson, Antoine, HLM, Counselor Murray, where you been? Richard Smith, what's up, Mike? I know you got plenty to say. H-Town, Lee Ali. All right. Now, it might get heated, but you guys gonna have to have manners, okay? So I don't have to bounce anybody. Black in Effect, enhance utility. All right, I think that's got 178 people watching already. Okay. Let me get to the festivities because Shatterpoints are not built to be 8 hours. I know y'all have a lot to say. What's up, Rob? Now I put out, when I share something, especially with my PhDs, okay, I'm highlighting something so that you guys can be aware of it and they get some support because I know I have a bigger channel and I like to support my PhDs. But I put out a thing for Dr. Johnson. He was talking about the wage gap between men and women and how women's expectations of men were too high, according to number one, what they make, because they make less than we do, person per, level for level, they make less than we do. And they overestimate the amount of people that make, even over $75,000, even $50,000. There's only, I think it's like maybe 25% that make over $50,000. of black men. I think it's more like 20% of black men. Only 20% of black men make over $50,000. Now it may have changed because it's kind of it's harder to get the way they calculate people is kind of hard because they don't count everybody. They count people that work. But when you count everybody, the median income of a black man, is like $26,000, somewhere around in there. When you count everybody. And the BLS says one thing, but I found 3 or 4 other things that contradict that. So he was saying that that women overestimate what men make, and they overestimate the performance of men at the top end, but even at the average end, what they do is they're in a competition with us, and they don't realize they make less than we do. So if they point at us and say we don't make enough or we're not doing enough, guess what? Neither are, because on average they make like $3,000 to $4,000 a year less than the average man, or than the man in their particular class. One fifth of all men make 25. Yeah, that's 20% black in effect. If my math is correct, I said that. Not all men. I don't think it's all men, but I know black men for sure. I know it's black men for sure. Where's Smirgo at? Yeah, I know Smirgo gonna have his ass up here today because as soon as I give my opening monologue, Smirgo's number one. Now, that's not 1/3. It's not even close to 1/3. It's about 20%. The median income of all people is about $30,000 of all men. It's like $35,000. The median income when you count for everybody. Median income. So I think it might be 30% that make $50,000 of white men, but I know it's not black men. Only like 20% of black men make over $50,000, somewhere around between 50 and 55. Because only 13% of all men make 13% of all men make $75,000 or more. So anyway, but that is not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the mating choice of black women. We're here to talk about. And I'm saying that black women, for the most of them, because most black women, 80% of black women make $40,000 or less. Somewhere around there. 80% of black women make $40,000 or less. And those black women that have problems with their baby daddies, that they complain about, are the men that are in their class. Okay. Now, do they want the guys that are in the top 15, 20%? Or 15, 10%, 5%? Yes, that's because that's what they're comparing you to. But they settling, when a woman says she's settling, basically she's settling for the people at her level, for the men at her level. Women want to marry up, right? So if she can't marry up to the next level, or to a guy that she thinks is a baller, and she has to come down and mate with or marry to settle, or basically be with a man that's at her level, she calls that settling. That's number one. So the ones that they're complaining about are the men that are in their class. That's number one. Number two, all women, I don't care how good the dude is, all women complain about their men. If you listen to women talk about their husbands or their boyfriends, or especially the ones they broke up with, they all ain't shit. Okay, it's number one. That dude could have been making $150,000. And she break up with him, or he dumps her, or whatever it is, she gonna talk about his ass like a dog. If she has a baby by a dude that makes $150,000, and she don't get the amount of money that she thinks she should get for child support, she gonna talk about his ass like a dog, like he ain't no good. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's all of them. Trust and believe. I've heard women of all classes complain about their dudes, and I've sit in circles of women complaining about their dudes. Okay. No, they don't make bad choices. They make the same choices. They make the same choices, though. Because the thing is, you say they make bad choices. Then that's the other thing. You say they make bad choices. Have you ever talked to the dude? Have you ever talked? Because my ex, she talked about me like a dog, and then then the dudes that she talked about him to would meet me, and I say, wait a minute. You say, wait a minute. The way she talk about you, you ain't shit. But thing is, I talk to you, I meet you, we shake hands, we kick it, you cool as hell. She's on some bullshit. 9 times out of 10, women on some bullshit. Kevin does that every night when she talks about when they complain about their exes or the father of their children. How come you didn't marry him? Well, he wasn't good enough. Oh, well, tell me about him. Number one, those are the dudes that they qualify for because they're not up to snuff. Did you go to college? No. How much money do you make? When did you have the baby? I had two babies by the same dude, and he wasn't good enough. That's bullshit. What does he do now? In fact, there was one chick that dumped a dude and said he wasn't good enough. Dude was making like $75,000, $80,000 a year, but he wasn't good enough. And she was young. Women do not make bad choices like you think they do. The thing is, 9 times out of 10, what do? We take the, which is something that I dislike on here. You take the word of women. Because every time I get a woman on my channel that complains about dudes, after about 10 minutes, guess what? Finds out the problem ain't with the dude, the problem's with her. And women that you think that make bad choices, you trust in their word on the dudes that they went with? Really? Every day there's not that many thugs in the black community. There isn't. There's not enough thugs to go around for all these women to be involved with. Okay, it basically, other than the normal shit that cops do, trying to put cases on dude, most black dudes are not in that class. Most black dudes are workaday dudes just like everybody else. And the ones that you hear them complain about, hell, we see you guys date these chicks, and guess what? What they say about those dudes, they also say about you. Because you guys are listening to them. They say they're making bad choices. Okay. The same chick that you hear complaining, would you date them? Let me ask that question. Would you date them? Because I asked this question to Smirgo, right? Because he says they have babies by, and I'm gonna say this and wrap it up because this is really one of my last points. Because you say they have babies out of wedlock or have baby daddies that ain't shit, right? First thing you say, give me a one if the biggest complaint is that black women have babies by men that ain't shit, right? Give me a one. Put a one in the chat if that's what you agree with, because that's the biggest talking point. Don't be scared. Tell the truth. Put a one. Let me see them. Yeah, I also hit the like button. What a one. I want to see the ones. I want to see the ones. See the ones. Let's get them on. We got 348 people watching, and I know they're mostly dudes. We should have a whole bunch of ones. I'm going to wait. I should play a song. Let me see the ones. If that's what you guys believe. Because I know I hear it all the time. And trust and believe. I hear this all the time. Put a one. They had all these chicks have babies by dudes that ain't shit, ain't no good, and those are the ones they complain about. Okay. See, we killed drag. Okay, I said 2. See, I know you lying, kill drag, because I heard you complain before. Come on, let's get them all out. Get all the ones. Everybody get their ones in. I see a couple of 2s. Everybody got their ones in. Y'all got your ones in. Everybody had a vote. I want to make sure, because I'm gonna go back and count them. Everybody got their one in. I give you a couple of more minutes to get your ones in. Get your vote in, okay? Because I'm getting ready to bust your noodle. Because there's a follow-up question. Smirgo 3. Bullshit, Smirgo. Bullshit. We already talked. But you next, because you gonna get your ass up here today. Because this live is for you. One is one. Okay, the one or two. The one is, do you believe that black women as a whole have babies out of wedlock by dudes that ain't no good as a whole? No. It's sad. Whatever. Well, you can, Ace, you can get on and we can have a conversation because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. No, I'm asking, did you put a one in? I'm giving everybody a chance to put their vote in. Okay. That resigned my one. All right. Now, next question is, all those chicks that complain about their baby daddy and having baby daddy by a no good dude, would you be their baby daddy, or would you get them pregnant? Next question. Put it one in the chat if you would get them pregnant. The ones that you met, if they have no kids and you met them, would you get them pregnant out of wedlock? Check yourself says one. Imperative. I take that zero as a two. One. Let's get the votes in. Now we don't need to cuss, and all we need is a one or a two. We don't need we don't need the sorry, I want numbers. One or two. Would you get them pregnant? One. No is two. I want to see. Real simple. Follow directions. Come on, Megan. You would get them pregnant. Okay. Out of wedlock. I'm not talking about in wedlock. Out of wedlock. You'll become their baby daddy. We're not. We can get to that. Can we stay on topic, Rob Marsh? So what I'm seeing is mostly twos. You wouldn't get them pregnant, and that's the problem. Okay. No, those are the two issues. Okay. One is that most guys take it word of the chick that dude is no good, and 9 times out of 10, if you meet that dude, he's not nearly as bad as she makes out. Okay. Kevin has proven that on his show, because when he asked about the baby's father and said, "How come you didn't marry him?" That's one. Two. Second thing, and reason I asked, would you get them pregnant, which most good cats want, is because those chicks are probably not on your level anyway. They're mating with people that are already on their level, right? And the thing is that trust and believe. If you're a good dude, you high, especially all you high earners, you don't think that woman would drop a baby on you if she could. You don't think they would drop a baby on you if she could? Trust and believe. I've been there. I've been there with chicks counting child support checks. Why would they have a baby by a broke dude, no matter how cute he is, versus a dude that has a good job and benefits? That's how most, even chicks that are in the projects, think the same goddamn way. If they can find a dude that has money and benefits versus the dude that's next to him, I don't care how he blows her back out, she's gonna prefer to have that baby by you. If you have tried, I'm talking about. And guess who wears the condom the most? Black men wear condoms most. 50% of black men, I think, the 50% of black men is probably over that now, because I think it was back then, it was like 49% of black men wear condoms as use some kind of protection. Okay, y'all ain't 52% of black men don't have kids. Why is it 52% of black men don't have kids? It's called child support. It has nothing to do with morals or ego or anything like that. It's goddamn child support. Nobody wants to get locked into the state, especially black men. So if a woman wants, if a woman wants to get pregnant, she's gonna have to find a raw penis that will get her pregnant. That's what she's gonna have to find. And guess who's more willing to get her pregnant? Who doesn't care about getting her pregnant? Guess who doesn't care about getting her pregnant? Any guesses? Any guesses? Yeah, the old one muscle. Any guesses? No. Any guesses? If she want to have a baby, if she really wants to have a baby, and y'all all the good dudes are using birth control, wearing condoms, or have vasectomies, or have whatever, however their birth control method is. If they're not gonna get them pregnant, who's you gonna get pregnant by? Men have nothing to lose. There's two groups of guys that have multiple kids by multiple women, or have multiple baby mamas and multiple kids. Right? There's two groups. Okay. If we go by the octanes, okay, we know what the octanes are, right? The low class dudes or struggling dudes, 85s, and we got the working class dudes, 87s, okay, 89s are the educated but not non-corporate dudes. The 92s are corporate, the educated corporate guys. 100 octanes are the ballers, right? Ballers with a lot of money and a lot of status. All right, who are the two groups that have the most babies out of wedlock and multiple kids by multiple women? Who do you think they are? There's two groups. Who are they? Well, the Pookie's one, which is the 85s. Who's the other group out of the other four? 184. You're right. Mr. Lavo gets the crown. Okay. Not even former thuggos. A lot of them athletes that are out there have multiple kids by multiple women. Most of them guys you think are thuggos got degrees. Okay. Most of them guys playing thugs got degrees. Okay. Most of them athletes and actors and what so-called masters of the universes out there that have babies out of wedlock, have 3-4 babies out of wedlock. They got degrees, not thuggos. Okay. Yeah. In fact, that's the other thing. Black women are the group of women that use birth control least. Especially white women use birth control more, which is why the out of wedlock birth weight for white women is way down. Has nothing to do with the men, because white men actually wear condoms least out of all groups. You wouldn't think that, right? Low out of wedlock birth rate, right? You would think that white men wear condoms the most. They don't. They don't. White men wear condoms the least. White women use birth control more. Those are facts. In fact, the study that they did it in, I think I still have it, but the thing is, they pulled that one. It was the University of Iowa did that study, and it stayed up for a year, and I think they pulled that bad boy. But how long have I been talking? 2 more minutes and monologue, and then I'm gonna open it up because I want to hear what you got to say, because this ain't about me today. I want to hear what you guys believe, especially Smurgo. Smurgo, you better be the first one up. Better be the first one. What we believe and what actually happens are two different things. Can I believe talking points? Okay. There's 3 things going on. First, first is class. Okay, most of the women, the vast majority of women are 87 and below, as far as working class and below. Vast majority of women in the United States. Okay, the vast majority of Black women are 87s and below. I would say like 80, maybe even 80. Yeah, I would say at least 80%. Probably about 85%. And even the ones with educations don't really earn that much. Okay. So the vast majority of Black women are in a particular class. Okay. And 30% of Black women are 30%, 22, I think 25% of Black women are 85s. And that's even before we get into the normal gossip and the normal shit that Black women say about Black men, which 90% of the time ain't even true. You don't see your kids. You don't pay your child support. You don't see your kids. You're not around, which the CDC has proved is not true. 90% of what Black women say about their baby's father is not true. It's not true. Also, and the last thing I'm gonna put in before I open it up is can anybody guess who everybody knows who the least married is, right? Everybody knows who the least married is, right? Everybody knows who the least married is. The least married is who? It's Black women, right? Guess who the most divorced is? If you guys got a wrench, can you guys? Because we have a lot of comments that aren't showing. So if you guys are in there, you guys have a wrench. Can you please start handling that? Because I can't keep up with it. We got I think we got 500 people in the house tonight, and I can't keep up with the chat. So you guys, all my mods, can you guys please keep up with that, okay? So you guys, I know you guys want to enjoy the show, but I think I need a couple of more mods. Sheed, you're a mod. Who else? Let me see who we got. And please, you guys, come. I know you guys want to go off, but we got a lot of people in the house, and then please don't overwork my mods. Okay, so you guys can say what you got to say, but you guys can be at least semi-respectful. Who else? Any of you? You are a mod. All right, there we go. I think we got enough. And where's Go Professor? Where is he tonight? Yeah, well, not according to you, Smirgo. Smirgo, you the first one that need to be up. When I post this, you the first one that need to be because I got a target on. I got things to say to you, man, because you be talking some shit, man, that you can't back up. I want to hear your story. I want to hear your story. So I'm sure we got 500 people watching. So let's get the likes up. Number one, if you ain't liked the video, got 500 people watching. I know everybody's listening, hanging on every word I'm saying. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. All right, who's up? Roger. Oh, Roger. Let me put Roger, if I can. It's flying by so fast. Roger, you're mod. Should have made you a mod a while back. All right. There is the link in the chat. And especially y'all that disagree, come on up in.
Yeah, I want to. I have some contention with some of the stuff you're saying, but I don't have. I agree very much about what you're saying, but some of the stuff I just don't totally agree with.
Well, number one, what's bullet points? What's the first thing? You don't have to kiss my ass, man. What's the bullet points? This stream is for disagreement, so you don't have to be nice. Come on, I mean, say what you got to say.
Said that a lot of the time, a lot of the Black women, they make it hard for Black men, but I feel that Black men, they're making it as hard for Black women as Black women are making it for Black men.
What does that mean?
Saying that in Black men,
you need a moment to get your thoughts together, or what?
No.
Okay.
We as Black men, we're socioeconomically at the bottom.
Some of them, yeah.
A lot of us are. Those are the stats. We are socioeconomically at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
We have the highest unemployment rates.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. So why? So why is that? Why do we make it hard for black women? That's what's hard for us.
Well, we're not providing them with something that they can really latch onto.
So how do immigrants come here with nothing,
Right?
and their women are right beside them? I've been in third world countries, right,
Of
where
course.
people where men and women, husband and wife, live in a shack. That's like a 6x6 shack with basically with tin roof and no windows, right? No windows and basically cloth for a door. Okay, and they're married, and their women respect them. Why do you have to pay your women to respect you?
Well, I think this is a much different standard here in America than it is in third world countries.
You
Simply,
got you got white women in Appalachia where the man ain't working or
there.
barely can work. Okay, guess what? Their women are with them.
I've been to Appalachia before, and there's the family unit there is not good at all.
It's not good, but those women are a lot more with them. Do you hear those women in Appalachia down in their men?
They don't have any media. They don't have any. They would probably see the same thing. They do see the same thing because I've been there. I know how these people think. They don't have any media representation like black women do. Come on now.
Why? What do you mean? They're white.
Yes, but they're poor white people. They're
So
redneck.
what? The women that complain in America are what? Poor black women. Okay. In fact, the women that do have the biggest representation
Or black women.
are the ones that are educated. Okay,
Right.
because I talk to the PhDs. Guess what? Guess who the men that they're talking about? They're not talking about Pookie and Ray Ray. Who are they talking about?
Who are they talking about?
They're talking about the men in their group. They complain about the men in their group. They don't complain. Those guys, those women, do they screw Pookie and Ray Ray from time to time? Sure. Are there those are the ones that father their children? No.
So what you're saying? So you're saying that they mostly just screw Pookie and Ray Ray? Is that what you're trying to say?
No. I'm saying is that said the women screw by class. Okay, men and women screw by class. The vast majority they sort by class. Okay, so a woman that's educated, got a master, she's not gonna settle for some dude that's on general relief. Are you kidding?
Okay, yeah, I understand that, of course.
If they really basically if black women really love Pookie and Ray Ray so much, right, and they love dudes that are destitute or whatever that are thuggish, right? Okay, all them dudes to get out of jail that are homeless, how come they don't go down and get them and put them in a house or put them in a place?
Well, I mean, why would they?
In other words, exactly what I'm saying. If the vast majority of Dre can tell you, Dre's not a Pookie and Ray Ray, right? And Dre, I'm sure and Dre's told his story because he's got a couple of kids by a couple of different women, and guarantee you they talk about Dre's ass like they talk about Pookie and Ray Ray.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, what the number one I'm saying is that when we talk about black women making bad choices and shit like that, that's what they say. Okay, in other words, say if you know a woman, right, that says she made a bad choice. She made a bad choice by having a baby daddy that ain't no good, right? Okay. Did you actually get the dude side of the story?
Right.
Did you?
I agree that they're putting black men over
No. I'm asking you a specific question. I'll say it again. Have you ever had a woman complain to you about the father of her child, or the guy that she dated back in the past?
No, I haven't.
You never had that. Okay. In other words, so where are you getting your information from?
What do you mean I'm getting my info? What do you mean where I'm getting my information?
In other words, you're saying we make it as hard for black women as black men make it hard for us. Okay, is it? In other words, what you're saying is that, which is I was trying to understand what you were talking about, because I'm not getting your point. Okay. In other words, the black men have really no control about them being arrested or going to jail, or them being destitute, or even how they're educated. Okay, they don't have no control over that. In fact, the biggest control over a black boy's outcome is his mother. Okay, we basically for the last 50 years have been complaining about black men and their education, right? 50 years later, guess what? The reading levels and the math levels are lower than they were 50 years ago.
Yes.
So guess who doesn't care about the boys or the men?
Well, I think it's a combined effort.
Come on, man, bullshit. Who has
no, can't blame everything on the woman.
Okay. Who has control? Say if you were a single father, you have kids?
Do I have kids? No, I have no kids.
Okay. Say you had a child, right?
Yes.
Say you had a boy, girl, doesn't matter, right? Okay, if your child was below reading level, would you be concerned?
Absolutely.
If your child was basically flunking out of school, male or female, would you be concerned?
Absolutely.
Would you take efforts to actually get the child tutoring, talk to the teachers, whatever it needs to done to get the child's reading level up? In fact, spend time at the table doing homework or whatever you need to do to get the child's educational level up. Would you do that?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so because you have possession of that child, right?
Yes.
Would you blame the mother if you had say if you were a single father? Would you blame the mother about the education of that child? And you have possession of that child, would you?
Well, this is
no, ain't no with this. We're not dodging it. This is pure logic, okay?
I'm not,
because you're getting ready to dodge. Would you? I'm not talking about this, that, or the other. Would you blame the mother of that child?
I would do everything I would make that my child is educated.
That's not an answer to the question. Come on, man. We men over here. We don't dodge questions.
Man, come on, dude. Either you was raised by a single mama or you thinking the way she is. You know damn well if it was two dudes at a business and one dude walked away, there's no way in hell I'm gonna blame you after you walked away from the business for my business failing.
And then
Come on,
top
man.
of that, then on top of that, let's talk some fucking facts. Let's talk some straight up facts. If they really get,
hold on a second, Smargo, get your ass up here, man.
You got Dr. Tiasan Johnson every week telling you how the hell can you let 75% of the kids in the black community raised by single moms, only 10% can read on fucking level at 8th grade?
Yeah. In fact, Dr. T, because I talk to Dr. T all the time. I'm a good friend of mine, but good brother. Okay. And he's told me multiple times, he knows he teaches at a university. You can look him up. Teaches at a university. He's around colleagues that have PhDs that are university professors. A bunch of them, right? He knows them. And said he knows how come their sons, most of their sons are not doing well. They're not in college.
Right.
They barely get out of high school. And these people that actually go to work every day to actually teach people. Now if anybody could teach their sons, it would be them. How come their sons are failing too?
Think about it. These are so-called educated people.
Wait, Charles.
And it's not just educated people. It's also back to the beginning when you had said black men need to step up. Every demographic in this country has got a handout. Black men ain't never got one handout, and you want us to alpha our way through this.
Okay, let me say something. Right, this is let me. I'm gonna say a multiple now. You need to make sure that you're picking the right woman for you. Okay.
Let's stop the bullshit. Let's stop the real bullshit. Because guess what?
Hold a second. I want to answer my question because I asked you about you. If you had possession of your child, would you let that child fail, especially with his education?
So you're saying that. So let me get this straight. Let me ask. So you're saying
okay. Should I say slower?
If you're saying that. No, I want. So you're saying
I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about anybody else.
Of course I would. But
Mm-hmm. So no. What I'm saying, so in other words, you would. And the second question is, who, if that child failed under your watch, whose fault would it be?
It would be my fault, of course.
Exactly. That's all I want. Okay, now what else you got to say, man?
I'm saying, so you're saying that if black men had custody of the child, right? Then there would
Yes,
be better outcomes.
I believe so. At least that's something we haven't
Every
tried.
fucking study, every fucking
That is
child study, every psychologist study says that, man.
that's pretty hypothetical.
Well, hold on a second.
Black
Hold on a
women
second.
don't.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What? Hold on a second. What do you do for a living, man?
Well, I do. I'm an engineer.
Okay, so you
You
gonna
a
start being
goddamn.
you
Wait a
gonna
minute.
start
You,
being disingenuous.
So in other
Disingenuous.
words, you do numbers, right?
Yes.
You understand
Sad.
numbers, right? So in other words, hard numbers and hard studies, you can actually look this shit up. Men versus women. What is the percentage of women? What is the percentage of, say, for single parents? What is the percentage of each? Okay, of men versus women as far as single family households that have children. What's the percentage?
For men, for like in the black community.
Well, well, basically any community, but especially the black community. What's the percentage? What percentage of men have custody of their children without their spouse
I don't
or
know.
their other?
Very, very few, right?
Well, guess. Give me a percentage. Give me a gut feel, man. You're an engineer. Give me a ballpark.
I don't know, 20%, something like that.
10.
10%.
And what's the other 90%? Women have custody of their children. Who has custody of the children? Okay.
So you're saying that women care less about their child's education?
Black women care less. Yeah, there's studies. There's about 5 studies that I read back 2 years ago. Actually put one of them out and said that actually did a study that said that the outcome of the child, especially the boy, was dependent on who the mother is. Guess which group of women actually failed their boys?
I'm just
You're flabbergasted. In other words,
I feel. You was raised by your mom.
In other words, you're coming up here and you're uninformed.
No,
Okay?
no, I'm not uninformed.
You are uninformed because I guess I'm giving you stats and you're mumbling because you never heard this before, right?
Right?
Don't man.
Yo,
man,
hold on a second. Were you raised by a two-family home?
Mr. Engineer, you want to gander what my major was in college? You want to take a gander what my major was in college?
What was it, sir?
Chemistry. I'm a STEM major. Okay.
Same,
don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me. Come on.
Same.
Okay.
So
now,
wait a minute.
In other words, I could tell when a fellow nerd has never heard something because you're bumbled, because fellow nerds like me and you, the STEM majors, spit facts out on a regular. When we know shit, we spit it out. Stop it. Okay.
So wait a minute. He's confused about the numbers.
Yeah.
And he thinks we make it. So wait a minute. What makes you think that we make it harder for them?
He's guessing.
What makes it harder for them is look at the stats of black men in this country. That's
no.
Black men.
Go ahead, Charles. You do know that black men still out earn black women, right? In each category, in each fucking dollar. So
you're comparing men to women. So
yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Hold on, BGS. Don't kick the chair. Don't kick the chair.
Charles, stop. Charles, whose channel is this?
This is yours.
Thank you. Do I interrupt you when you're getting ready to lace people?
Nope.
Thank you. Because he's not answering the question. Okay.
Thank you. Get his ass about that.
You are comparing men to women because you say we make it hard for them, right? How do we make it hard for them? Or how are we making it hard for them if black men are unemployed? Who actually suffers more, the woman or us?
Thank you.
Well, aren't we supposed to be making families with our women?
That's not the question I asked you, sir. You're STEM major. You understand English. What question did I ask you? Repeat it back to me.
Can you repeat your question?
In other words, listen to me instead. Get out of your feelings and listen to me. Okay. If black men are underemployed or unemployed, who is it harder on? The man or the woman?
It's harder on the woman and the children.
What?
Why?
I got
Okay.
it.
See, hold
All
on.
right. All right.
Yeah,
All right. All
you
right.
can't,
Okay.
Bro,
All right, Charles.
hold on a second.
All right.
We got one second. I got one question for you. Man, was you raised by your mama or was you raised by your mother and your father?
Mother and my father.
So who? Let me
Both in the
put it
same,
to you this
both in
way.
the same home.
Yes.
hold on,
Hold on a
fellas.
second.
All right.
Both in the same home.
Yes.
And hold on a second. And both in the same home. Both raising their income, right?
Yes.
So by your logic, what you're actually saying is that your mother is an inept adult, and she needs your father to beat her to raise you correctly.
I think
Without your father, you would be no engineer. Without your father, your mama bitch beat some whatever.
I think you're putting words.
And I guarantee if I had the mom on here, I guarantee you she wouldn't say that.
You mean, you know why he's putting words in your mouth, D? Because you're giving us bullshit answers and you know it.
Will you please?
And wait a minute. I'm just looking at this like, why do you think the mother and the children have it worse when they have safeguards?
Right. But also
Are they quicker to put a man out on the street or a woman?
right. But Charles, wait a minute. Go back to him. Let's put enough rope. Go back and answer the question. BGS, will you please proceed with the line of questioning? Because you see,
Well, I'm gonna give it to Charles because he already answered the question. He thinks a man being out of work or unemployed and struggling, or being homeless on the street, and a woman that has a Section 8 or whatever, or welfare and food stamps, all that kind of stuff. Basically, it's harder on her than it is on you.
Mm-hmm.
wow, is that true? Go ahead.
And he believes that the stat that says 52% of black men do not have children.
Well,
See, that's what he's having a tough time getting over, and he's having a tough time getting over that somebody in his family, one of his cousins, is just a hoe and got pregnant by some other nigga. That's what he's mad about.
He actually can't believe that black women can be wrong.
But wait a minute. Wait.
Exactly, Charles. Exactly.
One at a time. Who's
What
go ahead, Dre. Go ahead, Dre.
I agreed with a lot of what I said already. I did that.
You're breaking up, Dre. You're breaking up real bad, man. We're getting like every other word.
Yeah.
Find some bars. Find a better spot.
Can I get in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Who's is that she?
It's pretty good.
Huh?
Like I always say, man, when it comes down to it, you deal with these guys and they get in their feelings, they hit them with that. It's all emotion, man. You know, they can't ration it out, man. You know, Green Gorilla was on the channel one time, and I was telling them, Charles was talking about how his kids be up there, you know, just dancing around, wrestling and stuff. I told him, I say, my coaches tell us go put your panties on to get your pussy off the mat. You know, come over here and be a man. And you know, when it come down to it with this situation, he's not thinking logically as a man because he's not answering the questions directly. He's going around the questions. Anything somebody's telling him, he keeps diverting it, trying to, figure out every other answer but the right answer.
He been trained. Basically, that's that liberal arts feminist speak that he's trying to do because that's what they do. Because I hear it all the time. Okay, and they so basically that's what feminists is that's how the feminist professors teach them to think. Basically, ask the question again. I don't understand the answer. Can you repeat it? Okay, I feel all that kind of shit. And he's he's an engineer. He's not a psych major. He's not a sociologist. He's a fucking engineer. Come on, man. Engineers can answer questions directly, okay, without all this feel, because engineers are not feelers. They're thinkers.
Because I'm gonna tell you what it is. What it break down what it is that you can tell who had the biggest influence in the home.
But the thing is, he's not telling the truth. He's not telling the truth. I know when somebody's not telling the truth. He's not telling the truth.
Okay,
that's just like old boy. That's just like old boy and old girl that's been putting out these videos about black men should make more. D on the Code Breakers made a good point when the debates and stuff was going on. There's not enough fucking jobs, man.
No, especially now.
You are by the grace of God, you have a job that's actually feeding you and your family an opportunity to get this stuff done. You think you special. That's only what it really is. You think you special to this game, and you gonna come in here and miraculously get one of these black women and get her to act right.
Okay, but
just like most brothers do. Brothers are done.
Brother,
he's feeding himself. Y'all didn't hear that. He don't got no kids.
He ain't got no kid.
Wait a minute. Can I ask a
No,
question?
I know he ain't got no kids, but what I'm saying is he's coming in with that pseudo logic, like he can come in and just pick a black woman and it's automatically just gonna work out. It's not gonna work out.
No, the thing is that I'm a STEM major, man. I know how I think because a lot of my guys that are in here, that are my subs, or engineers, or programmers, engineers, or military or police, right? So basically, I know when a STEM major is bullshitting me. He's lying. He knows what the facts are. Somebody's got feedback.
He thinks he got something new under the sun. That's all his problem is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay.
Anyway,
What's up, everybody?
Another round of questions for the guy, and then we're gonna go on to something else. We're gonna spend 2 hours, man.
No, I just wanted. What's up, everybody? I just wanted to hear what his solution was.
Before you go on a long diatribe, because I your weight.
I'm not, and so stop. But
I
just want to hear what his solution is.
What I'm saying is I don't want to spend 2 hours on one person, because that's what I'm saying.
Well,
but
I understand that.
if you want to ask me a question, go ahead.
Right now,
BJ, let me ask you a question.
Yes,
if 80% of black women are single mothers, if 52% of black men don't have children,
yeah.
If 26% of black men are married and still living with their children, I want him to answer how the hell all these babies just pop the fuck up, man. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to have to account for the 52% who do not have children,
including him.
Including him.
Can I answer all this stuff, please?
Number one. Hold a second. Number one, I'll let you answer it. I'll let you defend it. I'll let you do this if you stop fucking lying. Okay, stop lying. Answer directly, and let's put some logic into it. Okay, stop trying to be right and answer truthfully. If you're gonna do that, we can do this. If not, I'm not gonna spend 2 hours, man, debunking bullshit. Okay.
This is the question I have for you, D.
No. He said he wants to answer something. Go ahead and answer.
All right. Growing up, my dad, he was a pharmacist. He was a doctor of pharmacy growing up. He took care of my mom. Okay. My mom, she barely ever worked growing up. Okay, that's what I saw.
Okay.
And that's what I meant. He was the provider of the home. He made
Okay. Let me ask you this question. Was your father typical of most black men?
No, he was not.
Was your family typical of most black men? Of most black families?
No.
So in other words, you're an outlier, right? In fact, your father would be like the top 5%, right? Of all black men, right? Top, maybe probably with his education, probably 2 or 3%, right? Educated, probably well off. I'm assuming he's well off. He's a pharmacist. Okay, he'd be that high value guy that Kevin talks about, right? That takes care of the family. You live the upper middle class life.
Yes.
Yeah. So in other words, yeah. Okay. So do you go around banging? Do you go around banging hood chicks and project chicks and welfare chicks?
No, I don't.
Do you hang around them?
Not really. No.
Do you hang around Pookie and Ray Ray?
I mean, I've hang around few Pookie and Ray Ray. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, although your boys, your Ace Boom Coons, your best friends.
Do you text them daily?
No, I won't say so. No.
And you meet them at the spot, and if you're doing something that they like, right? That you like, that they're doing the same thing, a party, a club, or something like that, where they just happen to be there, and you're cool, right? On the basketball court, stuff like that. In other words, the element that we're talking about, does your mother complain about your father?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like every woman complains about their man.
That's true. And what I'm saying is, what it's saying is, do the women that you associate with are they educated?
Yes, I would say
they're degreed. Are they poor? The women that you associate with, for the most part.
No, I will not say so.
Do the women that you associate with, they're in your class, do you see them hanging out, dating, and picking up, going to the hood and picking up Pookie and Ray Rays?
Well, there was one girl. I'm not gonna. I will agree with you that I agree with. There was a girl in my school. She, a very smart girl, very smart, and black girl. She was from the hood, and she said that
well, number one, guess what? Where was she from?
What?
Huh?
She's from the hood. She said
she's from the hood, right?
She need a hood nigga. I agree. They're like that.
Why did she need a hood nigga?
Because she's fucked up and dysfunctional.
No. She ain't fucked up dysfunctional. Those are the guys that she grew up with.
That's her imprint.
No, those are the guys that she grew up with. Who else are you gonna like?
Why can't you like well-educated black men at the school?
What did she grow up
why
with?
She don't like you? Why she don't like you?
In other words, okay. Say she's a very beautiful girl. She's educated, right? And but she grew up in the hood. How much do you guys have in common, even though you go to school together?
I mean, we probably have something in common. We're both black.
Not just
everybody.
Everybody
that
has
don't mean shit.
How much in common? What you eat, the kind of music that you like, the places that you hang out when you're coming up. How much in common do you have with her?
Probably
very little, right? Who does she have most in common with?
The hood dude.
The hood dude. How old are you, man?
I'm about 22.
Get the fuck out of here.
You don't even count, man.
Get the fuck out of
here. Are you still in school?
My last year.
Your last. In other words, in school, you know why school doesn't count?
Right.
You know why school doesn't count? Because you have a mixture of all classes trying to get into school, and basically a small percentage of chicks that like your beautiful girl. And this is the problem, right? This is a problem. Guys don't think class, right? Because D thinks class because she's real pretty. She should because she's getting an education. She should, right? She should want guys that are going to be in her class when she gets educated, right? Supposedly, right?
Yes.
In your opinion, right?
Yeah.
This is where the shit comes from, okay? But the thing is she does not have anything in common with you.
On top, this is the problem. I was going.
Yeah, and that doesn't make. And by the way, that doesn't make her bad. It doesn't make her bad. I mean, black people don't think it. We don't think it. We don't think in culture, and we don't think in class. And think about this: you come from a higher class, so generally, people of the higher classes, irregardless of race, are gonna, law averages think in class more than the lower classes of any race. So the fact that you should be able to see that vector and understand that. And then here's another thing. This is the most important because I'm not going to be long-winded because I don't want to prove Dre right. And by the way, at the end of the day, if you don't listen to nothing else, here, this is the one thing you need to pull from this conversation. There is nothing that a woman does in the United States of America, particularly a black woman, that is not her own damn decision. Do not blame men for what she did. So that girl that you thinking about, guess what? She chose to do what she does. She saw you, she saw who she was comfortable with, and she chose that. Nicki Minaj is worth multiple millions of dollars. Who did she end up with?
Yeah.
They choose. It ain't nobody's fault, but theirs. Stop trying to be like, well, if men did this, she'd be like that. No, that's bullshit.
Let me ask you this.
He think his love is special.
And then I'm asking this last question. You guys can question him, and then we'll continue on, right? Have you ever dated? Have you ever dated a hood chick?
The answer is no.
No. I'm asking. You might have.
I mean, if he taking that long, then we already know. Ain't no stories to come up. Ain't no trigger.
Nothing. Our chicks have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you said yes.
I mean, I haven't.
And I'm not talking about dates. I'm not talking about having sex with a hood chick. I'm talking about like dating over like 9 months. Have you ever dated a hood chick?
No, I haven't yet. I would date a hood chick though.
Why? Why would you date a hood chick if you never dated before?
I mean, we're both black.
Get the fuck out of here.
Your mama.
Okay, D. I got a question. D. I got a question for you. Hold on, I gotta say this for your white friend. If you got I got white friends, but white people of higher classes, and I hate to say this like this, but I'm gonna say it in a way that can be understood. Would they ever say, "Well, yeah, I'll date a trailer trash shit chick"? I'm not saying it there, but I'm just follow me. Would they ever say that?
You know why? Because he feels sorry for them.
No, you don't feel sorry. It's basically.
What would your mom like hearing you saying that shit?
Yes, he would. The only reason I come at him so hard is because I grew up in the same lifestyle that you guys know. Went to private school. Both my parents still married. Grew up in that same bullshit and tried to come out here and save one of these chicks without understanding what the fuck I was getting into.
Yeah.
You are in the same mindset. I'm not coming at you because I don't dislike you. I'm coming at you because you actually have a chance to not fucking fall into no goddamn curse and be able to take your life and your children and your family. Man, there's plenty of sisters all over this goddamn planet.
Have you ever? Absolutely.
I think Amber was talking about the Trinidad Festival or something like that.
Shit, don't do that. But intercultural dating.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it kills me. It's just crazy because I'm like, if you got two people in your household and they did stuff from, so I'm not saying this. Look, man, a lot of us come from different. Like all of us on this panel date black women. A lot of people are married. A lot of people got kids. So ain't nobody trying to influence you anything here, and we all come from different vectors. Some of us are in the middle.
I grew up around all classes. I dated all classes, and but trust and believe, all different. That's like I know, man. And basically, you're 22. Okay, my youngest child is 26. Okay, all right, and I got girls. Okay,
damn, you said youngest.
My youngest man, yeah, she'll be 26 next month.
We got a minute here where Edward ain't talking.
Don't go in there. We leave Ed alone, man. Ed's been good today though. Well, Ed's been going live, so he's probably all spoke out.
But I'm gonna say like this: when you
saying, aren't there black women who will date who from like higher class backgrounds who will date like hood guys and stuff though?
Why do you think that is?
Okay, they will. Okay. Have you seen other than them screwing the guy? Have you seen higher class or upper class black chicks actually have boyfriends that were lower class, and you're on the college campus?
I mean, I don't really snoop into people's relationships like that. I don't know.
And no, you don't have to snoop into people's relationship. You can look on campus and see who's dating who, man. It's obvious. Or do you stay on campus?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Well,
you're in the dorms. Come on, man. Stop with the bullshit. You know all the guys.
Yeah, fucking, and actually being seen with, dude. These women, a lot of these, and see, you gotta think about it. Dudes don't care because that's low maintenance for a dude. So yes, they are having sex with these dudes, but they are definitely not like fucking up their social status. That's why black women don't like dating blue collar dudes, even though blue collar dudes can make $100,000. That's the issue. It's not the masculinity; it's the social bullshit that they want to hold on to.
Basically, D thinks because he's 22, he's in college, that we don't know how human beings, especially black males and females, operate. And you on campus and you don't know who fucking dating who, man. Please get out of here with that bullshit.
The older you get, the more.
Here's the crazy part, BJ. Here's the crazy part. The crazy part is this: when we had asked a couple brothers that come in with the same background, my mama been married to my daddy since she was 17. D, do you think your mama stepped out on your daddy?
No, I don't.
And that is the main reason why you blue pill. Right. For the sheer fact that you don't even give her the option that she might do that. She has rose-colored blue eyes. My mom and daddy been married for 48 years, and even I don't put that past on.
He's 22. He's still in college. He's been taught by feminists on campus with their liberal arts bullshit, because you can hear it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and basically, he doesn't have kids. He's never been married. He ain't been through the wars. And he's giving his opinion from a 22-year-old that's still from college boy, man. All these dudes you see up here, man, have been through this shit, man. Me, Dre, Officer Charles, Mike, Dead Set Anime. We all been through this shit, man. Basically, you're saying what your teachers have taught you, man. You ain't saying what you know.
What's your longest relationship? What's your longest relationship, man?
I understand.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Yes, no, you don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Okay. Have you ever how many pregnancy scares have you had, D?
I don't make stupid decisions.
No. How many pregnancy? Okay, you're an engineer. Okay, right. Thinking numbers. How many pregnancy scares have you had?
I haven't put myself in that position.
No, you're an engineer.
You're not a virgin. That means you're a virgin.
No. Hold on a second. No, I don't want to hear that shit. Okay.
I haven't put myself in.
If you're in Kim, if I ask you for a number to an equation, to a word problem that has an equation that has an outset, do you gonna give me a story? You gonna give me a number?
I'm gonna give you a number.
How many pregnancy years have you had, D?
I have 0. No.
Matter of fact, how many sexual partners have you had so far?
I mean, it's interesting how he would never put himself. Hold on,
finish.
He would never
finish. Can I finish?
Yeah,
I'm getting someplace. In other words, you never had a pregnancy scare. Okay, so you don't know what you would do if you banging a chick. You think the condom burst, and she calls you 6 weeks later and said, "I'm getting ready to have a baby." Right, your baby. You don't know how you would feel, do you?
I mean, I would just be a man and take care of the business.
Yeah, bullshit.
I told you nigga blue pill. I told you nigga blue pill.
Bullshit.
I would marry.
See, this is funny because this goes back to you make the assumption. You make the assumption that that's what dudes are not doing.
Wait a minute.
Wait
a minute. Go ahead, Edward. Finish.
Wait.
Okay, you
a minute. Wait.
Like you make I can tell in even that statement.
You know what? If you guys gonna do this, I'm gonna stop dropping people down. Let Edward finish, like I'm gonna let you finish. Okay?
I'm just gonna make this statement. Like you got to understand, dude. About 33, like 15% of black men are really, outside of dudes that are married, are really the main ones having a lot of these kids. Like for real. But see, in your mind, I can tell with that statement, you got this thing where it's only women out here because dudes just bounce. Not so. My question is, do you hold women account to the same account? Did he get? Okay, let me ask you this: do you believe that he got a man gets a woman pregnant, and that's why a kid is there, or do you believe a woman chooses to have a baby?
Yeah, a woman has the right to do what she wants with her
body. That's not the question they asked you, man. If you're not going to answer the question, man, we don't.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it again. Do you believe that a man got her pregnant, or do you believe she chose to have a baby?
She chose to have the baby. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So no, I mean that's the common sense answer. I'll ask you this, and then I promise I'm done. Do you believe a woman chooses the father for her children?
Yes.
Mind fuck, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and you know that makes sense. You would answer that because of the background you come from. So your mom chose your dad. So congratulations, she's to be commended. My point is, all these other women, just like BGS just said, as to the whys, it's not good or bad, but the why these women choose who they choose who they choose. So when they give you all the crying and the tears, just remember they chose that shit. Don't allow them to be an emotional tampon. Don't do that to yourself, dude. Okay. They made that decision.
All right.
Anyway,
who's next?
Hold on. Can I ask you a question?
Don't interrupt. Can I please? I'm getting ready to do some maintenance. You have plenty of time to talk, man. Don't worry about it.
I want to ask.
Hey.
Okay.
That means be quiet. Okay. I don't want to get rude. People get on me when they get rude. Okay. Don't make me rude. Okay. When I'm asking, I'll say, who wants to talk to him and who's first?
I wanted to because
you want to Dre's next. Who's after Dre?
Can I get after Judge?
Who's after?
That's Clark. That's Clark. That's Clark.
Clark's after Judge. Who's after that?
I'll go after that.
You go after that. Anybody else?
I got my spot, but I want Smurgle to get his ass up here. That's what I want to ask.
Yeah, we're gonna make room for Smurgle in a minute. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Judge.
Now, if you notice, I've been patient. I've been
no spiel. Go ahead, man. Let's jump in.
You have a lot of experience. You're going into the engineering phase. Word of advice: 1, 2 things you don't never do. Don't come up here and don't answer questions. Going to be in an engineering background because
you're breaking up, Judge.
Judge, you're Borgin.
I don't know why.
There's somebody's typing in the background.
Yeah, I hear somebody typing in the background, but okay. So
it's not typing. Somebody playing video games.
Yeah, don't go into your field doing that and not taking any information in, because it's like you take somebody gives you some information and you don't even consider that into your design. So basically, that shows that you won't work well with others. And on top of that, never say that statement that you said a minute ago, because you're going into a good background. You're going to be exactly like me. You're going to get caught up with a kid by a woman that you don't know because you just fucked around in a minute. Don't sit up here and say,
he's a martyr.
Right. Don't sit up here and say, well, if I had a kid, I'm going to try to do whatever I can to make it work. That's like music to their ears to a woman like there, because exactly what happens is this. Once the child pop out, they think that they can control you. You talking to the man on the panel with 4 baby mamas. All of my baby mamas got degrees. All of my baby mamas make more than the average black man. So to go to show you, I'm not talking about hood rat sluts. But that's all I have to say. I mean, like, literally, no question. Just make sure you just take this information in, absorb it, and put it into use in your life. Do not get this frame of mind that you in now. Get that, and I mean, let these men talk to you.
If you got something playing in the background, please mute yourself. Okay.
Take this information in. And put it to use, man. If you notice, these men ain't up here. We be talking about calling you names and all this. We see you going down a bad road, and we trying to make sure you don't get there. Now, go ahead. Somebody else can take over.
Okay, go ahead, Clark. Jump in.
Thank you. What's up, panel? Shout out everybody.
I mean, D, did you have a response to anything before we let Clark go?
One thing. Well, I'm gonna respond to Judge Gray. 2 things. One, you have 4 baby mamas. I mean, that is your fault, right?
He's not. Now, see how you answer a question?
What?
Nothing. You didn't get it.
In other words, he said you asked him a direct question, and guess what he gave you?
Yes, sir. I didn't.
In other words, that's where you should respond. You ask him a direct question. He didn't give you a story. He gave you a direct answer, right? That's where you should respond as a man. Okay.
Right.
Stop responding
that's why I gave you the statement in the
stop responding as a feminist. You're not in class. Okay.
Right. I want a second question for everyone. Do you think there's enough black men who are like productive enough for black women to marry? You think so?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. And guess you know what the answer to that is? Just be quick. The answer to that is for them to go get other men. They have access to Africans, Caribbeans, white, Hispanic. So that shit, even if I say ain't no such thing as a good black man, that's no excuse. It still comes back on them. Because remember,
Edward, real quick, okay? Because there's other people want to get in.
Okay, I got
Whoa. Before you guys really jump in, we got to remember there's people waiting, okay? Real quick, you got 10 seconds to make an answer. No long-winded answer.
Remember, they choose the fathers for their children. Choosing ain't shit niggas is not an excuse because they can't find a nigga that's worth it.
And they may not. Those dudes that they say they ain't shit may not be ain't shit. They may just regular or average dudes. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say this in 5 seconds. The real question is, do they even want to get married? And that's it.
That's another thing. That's another question.
Well, he makes that assumption they do. That's a Rashida Schroeder bullshit.
I think they
all black women.
I think all women want to get married, right?
No, they don't. No. Okay. Okay.
Well, ask him.
Please go.
Real quick. I'm like 20 seconds. Okay. Did you hear my opening? Okay. Were you here for my opening, D?
No, I was not. No.
In other words, who's the least married in America? The least group of women married?
Black woman.
Who's the most divorced?
Black woman.
In other words, what they don't want to be married. Makes sense, right? Go ahead, Clark. Numbers, sir.
Appreciate it. Real quick. I got to double down on this.
Take your time.
It'll be quick, though. Thank you. D, you got on this panel. You came up on this panel and made the statement. Black men make it just as hard for black women because they are at the bottom of the social economic pyramid.
All right.
What led you to get on YouTube and make that statement, man?
Ooh. Facts, man. Facts.
And two, what informs that? I need you to clarify those 2 things, man.
Okay. I was just trying to say that, most black men marry black women, right? And are going to be with black women. So I'm saying that it's kind of hard for black women to be with black men if they're just not bringing enough to the table for them to like have good like families with them, being good like relationships, marriages with them, you know, financially stable relationships with them. And so I'm saying that Black men, they kind of lose out on that because they're not again.
So why is it black? So why is it black? Why is it black? What he's trying to say, why is that black man's fault? Are black men trying to do that?
What do they need?
Well,
or what's the solution?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, ain't no solution. No. I'm just saying. I'm trying to bring more out of his question. What if Clark, what he's trying to say, because I asked the same question. You think black men are really trying to make it hard on black women by doing that? That's what you're trying to say.
No, I never was intending.
Because that's what it sounded like. But Clark can say
I didn't intend that. I didn't mean to.
Words mean something, sir. We know that because you are in a STEM field, and every word means something, right?
Now it's time for a long drawn out answer. There you go.
But good, Clark, continue.
Yeah, okay, so you got the first part of my question answered, but my second part, like, what informs that for you? Is this clearly it's an opinion, but I mean, is this just your observation? You've talked to other females and this is what they've told you. What is informing your opinion on that?
That this is just how, you know, how economics and relationships work in first world countries and countries like America, where, you know, why would a woman want to marry a man who has no job?
Okay.
The same reason why that pretty girl don't want to date you. The exact same reason that pretty girl doesn't want to date you. It doesn't make sense, does it? You're the best black dude on campus.
That does make sense, though.
You're the best black dude, an option on campus who's got somewhere and where to go, and she don't pick you. It don't make sense, does it?
No, but that does make sense that a woman wouldn't want to marry a man who has no job.
Oh, come on, dude. They marry men who are...
Come on.
One time.
In the reverse, then why doesn't the pretty girl want you?
So in other words, okay. Well, if Clark will give me permission, I know he has a follow-up. Okay.
Oh, you're good, BJS. Okay. You're good, because he answered my question.
In other words, okay, what is more serious, okay, marrying a man or having a baby by a man?
Having a baby by a man.
Okay, so in other words, that woman won't marry a man without a job, but she will do what?
Wow.
Have a baby
by her. But does that make sense to you?
No, it doesn't make sense. But I want
to
back this up that these women, a lot of them we were talking about coming from these lower class backgrounds. They don't really respect the institution of marriage at all. Like no one in that class really respects. Most people in that class don't respect the institution.
So let's go back. Let's go back to geometry, man. Let's go back to basic logic, right? Because you had geometry, you had algebra, you had Boolean logic, right?
Algebra, or what do you call
Boolean algebra? Well, yeah. Yeah, Boolean algebra. Well, everybody has to have Boolean algebra. Even in algebra 1, you have to have Boolean algebra, right? Especially if you're an engineer, because you have to have Boolean algebra to take computer classes, right?
Yeah,
okay. So you know how to think in logic, right? How do you actually put those two things together, man? Where you can have a baby by a man that doesn't have a job and be having a baby, having a stable father with earnings, okay, is more important than getting married to a man without a job. How do you put those two things together and make it make sense?
Well, I feel that most of these women, they want to.
That's not the question I asked. How does those two things make sense? Do those two things make sense to you? Logically?
Of course, they don't make sense logically. Of course, man.
Then okay. Then what? So basically, them not marrying a guy because he doesn't have any money is what? Bullshit.
Wow, man.
Please
don't take this.
Well, can I say so? I'm saying that a lot of these women, from these lower class backgrounds that you talk about, they often they don't really know, they don't really have, you're not really socialized, they don't really have I guess like the good, not people skills, but like what was it, like not human skills, but what would you call, I guess, like
social skills?
Not social skills, but like
morals.
You could say, just like people skills, almost.
They have better people skills than you, man.
Definitely.
By far.
By far.
Way by far.
Well, I guess if you that's your opinion.
No. I know. I know.
Socially
the reason why he can guarantee by far is because if I ask Officer Charles, hey, in college, homeboy, how many girls are you going through on the weekend? Officer Charles will say, man, I got 2-3 bitches coming through this week. Ask you that.
You're really asking me that for real?
You know I'm not asking you that for real, because that's a story.
Well, three in the last 2 days.
So you're telling me, as an engineer, and I'm sure as an engineer, you spend like at least 20 to 30 hours studying, right?
Yeah, I spent a lot of that time studying.
But all those other people that say have that are in the hood, that are not in college, and they have part-time jobs. What do they spend their time doing?
I don't know.
Socializing. Yeah.
Like, here's a question for you, D.
Their social IQ.
Their social IQ is way higher than yours.
Yes, because I could hear it from your voice. I guess I'm next, whoever wants a quick question.
No, yeah, you're next. Well, Clark is finished. Yeah, you're next.
I'm done.
I'll go after Charles.
And we got our guest of honor, Smirgo, on the line. So we'll get him in a moment. After we finish with Dave.
I'm gonna treat you like a rookie cop or a rookie soldier. Your boots aren't even dirty yet, kid.
Yep.
You haven't been around long enough to even know what hell is. It ain't about, number one, let's look at historically. Those lower classes you talk about, that's 90% of black people.
Yep.
Yeah.
For 100 years, 85 at the lowest, 90 at the highest. At my age right now, I would be married 30 years ago. So that's bullshit. So I'm going to debunk that just now. 2, a lot of these chicks are not taught to be wives in the first place. You got the girls who are in your bracket dating the hood niggas because they're fun. You know why the girls pass you up? Because you're boring to them. What have you done that's exciting? Like, what's more exciting? Robbing a fucking liquor store and running from the cops, or studying fucking algebra? To a chick. And I'm just going by how women think. You don't even know how women. You don't even understand women's nature, because you've been talking to women and not realized this one thing about women. Not one time, and this is how my father and mother both told me the same shit. A woman will never tell you the truth unless she's too damn old to lie, where nobody's checking out for her anymore, or until she's broken. Mm-hmm. Bitches lie. Notice they always make themselves the hero of their narrative. Mm-hmm. They'll never tell you what they did to fuck up. They'll never tell you how, if she has birth control and oops, upside her head, she forgets to take it. Mm-hmm. She'll never tell you that.
If she really did forget to take it. So
yeah,
they don't, and most of them don't forget. They just don't. Exactly.
And here's the problem. You equate book smarts is higher on the totem pole than social IQ. If you really think that you're all that when it comes to women, let that one pretty thing from the projects find out what you're going to potentially make. Mm-hmm. And she will have your ass looking for her at a daylight with a candlelight and a flashlight. Mm-hmm.
I know.
And guess what? You're gonna pump about 2-3 babies in her ass. Mm-hmm. She's gonna take you downtown, get custody, and dictate when you get to see, if you get to see them. Take you for child support. And how much does an engineer make starting?
Barking to make it. I see it already.
120.
120.
And 120, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think she's gonna put them kids in private school?
Well,
no, she gonna put them down there with them hood niggas.
And guess what? She's gonna get. And then on top of that, she's gonna be eligible for Section 8 and get a better house than you can buy.
Yeah, that's true.
And she's gonna be taking care of the nigga you think is under you.
Oh yeah.
All facts.
Bro.
Yeah.
So don't think that you at 22. Trust me, at 22, I was in war zones, kid. That's a different life.
Gentlemen,
I'm glad I'm not shitting on your upbringing because you're fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst part about you being fortunate, you have rose-colored glasses, kid.
But have you
where have you traveled outside? Where have you traveled outside the continental United States?
I've been to England. I've been to Africa.
What part?
West Africa.
West Africa is very huge. Nigeria, Ghana, Togo, Benin, Nigeria. You've been to Nigeria.
So
you from Nigeria?
I come from a Nigerian background. Yeah.
So in other words,
that
right?
That makes sense in the world. Then.
So
that
makes sense because you haven't really been through ADO's shit.
So whatever your parents told you about ghetto, about chicks in the ghetto.
Right.
If you're from Nigerian, what they told you?
My parents, they worked in the ghetto a lot.
What did they told you about you messing with ghetto chicks?
They never told me anything about messing with ghetto.
And no offense, that's their failure.
Yep, they haven't warned you. They haven't warned you about. So you think you can bring a chick from the ghetto home?
You are Mark in the making, man.
He think his love. He think his love is special.
He ain't never done it before.
And I'm gonna say this: you need to stop listening to those. I bet you most of your professors are women, aren't they?
Well, I'm in a STEM field, so
yeah.
But you have to. But yeah, you're a STEM field, but you have to take liberal arts classes. 60% of your education is liberal arts. So
stop that. So stop
that. Hey, I'm a hop off.
Okay.
But dude, if you don't believe nothing we saying, go ask dudes that are older than you that's Nigerian in your own tribe. Like
matter of fact,
we have a few of them around, but they have to show up.
What you really need to do is go to the local pool hall, whatever, or wherever with a cigar shop, and talk to them older guys about the real nature of women.
Mm-hmm.
See, you never visited a Heartbreak Hotel. You're still listening to these chicks that tell their sad stories, and guess what? They're gonna be an emotional dump on you.
You sound like me. You're gonna walk into this world, and one thing I do know, and everybody on this panel does know about me, is I love my son. I love my son dearly. You follow me? I'll openly admit, so guys cannot fall into the same thing of getting baby trapped.
Right.
When you find out that bitch baby trapped you, fam, you're gonna lose your shit because you fell into a space where men had told you not to let some chick do that to you.
Right.
It'd be different for myself because ain't nobody told me, ain't nobody told Dre,
right?
Ain't nobody told a lot of us brothers up here to watch out for this and watch out for that. You got first-hand knowledge of truth right in your hands, and I ain't talking about baby trapping from no black chick. You can get baby trapped from some white chick, bro. They just as ruthless. Just as ruthless.
Well, okay, all right. Okay, who's next?
Mr. Z.
Go ahead. You finished, Mike? You got more?
I'm saying that they're smarter than black. They're smarter than black women when it comes to birth control, though.
Who, white women?
Nah, I'm gonna put it to you this way: white women will fuck you on the back end.
Well, they basically white women and other women have been socialized differently. Black women have never liked birth control. Okay.
Well,
black women don't even like condoms, really.
Black women will fuck you on the front end. At least they're respectful about that. White women will fuck you raw, no Vaseline on the back end.
In other words, you have a lot. You have a lot to learn, man. You got a lot to learn. Mrs. Z, go ahead.
Okay, so
how's the wifey, man?
Hysterical. Look, I need you to stop. All right, I need you to stop. We are together, but it is not that yet.
You put it out there.
Hey,
I did.
BGS, real quick, he could have traded that little race car for a minivan.
Oh hell no,
lying.
nigga! Steve, you're hitting me in my feels right now. Charles did that shit on purpose, but he
You
knows
talking about my
every
car? You
sports
talking
car,
about my feelings?
right? Every sports car guy's nightmare is driving a fucking minivan. That's all of our nightmares, by the way. Unless we gotta drop it and put some nice wheels on it. So I want the brother to understand, bro. This is bigger than class. This is another thing BGS is trying to tell you. Don't think some of them upwardly mobile sisters. Listen to what Dre just told you. All his baby moms are college degreed up and they make more than the average black man. Don't let what he just told you skip over.
Right.
Skip over you. This is bigger than class, brother. Upwardly mobile. Hey, you forgot Brandy was fucking rich and famous and still got prego and tried to hide that shit like she was getting married.
And plus,
I'm talking about in the 90s, right? So trust, and she came from an upwardly mobile family even before she got famous.
right, he's
You
going
know,
for
same thing.
nerd.
Go ahead, go ahead.
On a jump top of you. I was that nerd. I was you, D. Look, think about it. We got the same name, Dre and D. I was you. You smart, degree, nerd, going somewhere. I'm jumping on top of you if I want a free ride. Unfortunately, look, I ain't even gonna lie. If I could control you, I would snap my fingers and make sure that you couldn't get a hard on for the next 18 months.
Look at, but for real, like Dre is really, Dre's really saying some real shit.
Listen, I'm gonna put my number in the back chat, dude. I don't give a fuck what time of day it is. You can call me anytime. If you have a question, advice, whatever, I'll put my number right here in the back chat. I don't give a damn what it is. 4 o'clock in the morning, be like, hey man, I need somebody to talk to. Call me. Do not fuck up. Because I see a young me already. And how you see, I was that same one. Hey, man, if I do that, I'm just going to step up. I hate to say something that made him want to fuck me even more. Why do you think?
Wait. D, before you finish, let me just get this out too. We have many examples because I wanted to bring up the class thing, but I also wanted to tell you, brother, you got to be careful of what some of the ways you identify with women, black women in particular, right? I understand what those college campuses are pushing, and it's really gonna screw because they lost millennial men and some I would argue most of your generation Z men,
Don't even
black men,
don't even black women. Don't even date black women. Yeah.
they don't. And not only do they not date black women, they even looking at all these non-black women sideways too. They're even suspicious of the non-black women. So black women are really trying to make a push now to corrupt the minds of brothers like you. You got to be careful because some of the narratives that they're pushing, black men are the most toxic people on the planet. And even when you brought up the financial situation for black men, understand something. Per capita, black men make more than black women. That's number one. Number two, marriage is at a 150-year low, right? Sisters don't know that, and if they don't know that, they're not gonna let you know that. They don't know that shit. They don't know what's really going on in this world right now. But all they know is to bash black men, and they say these type of things in front of you and in front of brothers like you, so you could give them a sympathetic ear, right? So you could feel some type of way about them, and then come back to men like us and tell us, "Hey, we need to step it up."
Right.
Those sisters do that shit on purpose. And the last thing I'll say with this, and I'm kind of channeling Dr. Hassan with this. You gotta think more than just you're their wallet and their overglorified guard dog. They want you to think that's all you are. You're more than just a glorified guard dog and a wallet.
Right.
When they say provide and protect, that's what they're really telling you. Be my guard dog so that when I mess up, you come and save me and be my wallet. Don't let that provide protect shit get to your head because what they really calling you is a wallet and a guard dog. And I'll pause right there.
All right. Okay. Well, brief answer D, and then we're gonna go to Smurgo.
Stop preaching that now, bro.
You're breaking up bad.
Huh?
I was telling Dre's breaking up bad. Go ahead, D. You want to respond, and we're gonna go to Smurgo.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with a lot of what you say, that a lot of these women, the way that they just have the attitudes that they have towards men, they're not very good. But that comes back to like much the background that they come from, you know, the homes that they come from. Second, aren't you? So if you're a lot of men here, this seems like they made bad decisions in women.
I'm gonna stop you right there before you say that shit. I'm gonna explain something to you. A lot of men are not Officer Faulkner. Ask me how many times I had to go to court to get my son. Give me a number. No, give me a number.
I don't know.
Give me any number.
Gut feel.
10.
0. Okay? I went up there when she wasn't
Charles,
doing
give
her
him
part
your
of the
age.
job.
Hold on.
Charles, give him your age.
I'll be 39 April 1st. Okay? I went up there. Oh, you can't do this? Give me all the clothes I bought. Give me all the stuff that I got him. He's living with me. Okay? It ain't about a fucking bad decision with women. You playing the fucking lottery every time you sleep with a woman anyway.
Yeah.
Stop talking about where they're from and just accept it. This is black people's culture.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. D, you said that cute chick that go dates hood dudes, right? So if she winds up pregnant, that hood dude made a bad decision, huh?
If you're getting pregnant at the, do I have to answer this directly?
Yes.
Okay. No. I mean, can you say that you said that who did made a bad decision?
And so basically, if said that if you're the girl that you're talking about, the little cute girl that you like, that came from the hood, is in college, that goes back and still dates hood dudes, right? If the hood, if she gets pregnant by a hood dude, basically it's the hood dude that made a bad decision, huh?
Yes, I put blame on the hood dude. Yes, I do.
He put blame. Oh, in other words, he picked the wrong woman, huh?
Yes, I do. I think he picked the wrong woman. Yes, I do.
So let me ask you this question:
real quick, because it's Smirgo's turn, and we don't. Basically,
I'm gonna just make one more statement.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Do women have
100% real quick, and we're gonna go to Smirgo.
Do women have 100% control of who comes in or who's born and who's not?
Yes, they do.
So how the fuck is it a man's fault?
It's a man's fault that, hey, he picked that woman, and that.
So if she has all the control, and they're trying to make laws where he can actually give rights on stopping an abortion, but it's not a law out there yet, how the fuck is it his fault? Let me ask you something, Mr. Engineer.
Real quick,
you build something.
Charles. I said real quick. Okay, yeah. not 40 minutes. Real quick. He can answer that, and then Smirgo's been waiting. Okay.
Okay. Like, you're an engineer. You're building something. Your floor plans are faulty. You have 100% control over that. Are they going to blame the people, or are they going to blame you?
They're going to blame me.
So I want you to remember that for the rest of your life, on who really has the power dynamic when it comes to children coming in. Now, here you go, BGS.
All right, Smirgo, jump in. You don't have to ask D any questions because you're the guest of honor. So you had a whole lot to say. Okay, so where you want to start?
Well, I mean, what's the main debate?
No.
Going on here?
Basically, the main debate is what we were talking about in our comment section.
So, do black women prefer Pookies for child rearing? Yes.
Oh, really? Why?
Yep, they prefer them because they're easier to control, and they're more willing to have babies with them. Regardless of the
go ahead. Regardless, okay. So in other words, you think black women are so irrational that they can't count money?
Yep.
You do.
Because black women specifically take in consideration swag and charisma and physical genetic attributes over stability and long-term stability
for their children.
Yep. They don't consider their children when picking a man.
I could tell you 100% that's bullshit.
Well, I can tell you 100% what you're saying.
In other words, because I asked you, do
when
guys,
black women don't pick children for their men?
Hold on a second.
Okay, let's go.
Hold a second. I asked you directly, do guys like you go out and get black women pregnant?
Nope.
Why?
Because I have common sense.
You have common sense. Well, what kind of? Oh, you have common sense. No, that's not an answer. Why don't you? What would in your common sense means why you don't want to get a black woman pregnant, especially out of wedlock?
Because I'm not in the financial position to do so.
Well, that's one. Well, it doesn't matter, right? The thing is, are Pookie and Ray Ray in a financial position to do so?
No, but they're the only men that are willing to do that.
So why do you think they're gonna choose a broke dude to have a baby by versus the dude that's got money, can pay his child support, got benefits, and all that?
You're saying if she had access to both dudes?
If she had access to both dudes, yeah.
Okay.
Because so in other words, the reason why you think a chick, well, number one, do you mess with those chicks?
Yeah.
That Pookie and Ray Ray mess with? You do?
Yep.
You mess with the same chicks.
Just got done serving some party packs. What's up with it?
In other words, say you went on them raw.
Oh, I ain't doing that.
No. I'm saying no. That's not the question I asked you. Let's say you did, and she came pregnant. Do you think she would abort the baby?
Well,
nigga to nigga.
Yes.
You think you abort the baby? Why?
Because I have had one do an abortion, and
okay.
I've had miscarriages, Plan Bs. I mean, I've had my fair share of
in other words, you could be a baby daddy just as easily as Pookie and Ray Ray. You're just lucky.
Yeah.
So in other words, what makes
that's when I wasn't. I'll answer your question. That's when I wasn't in a financially position to do that either. So
now that you are, guess what you do?
Date out.
Huh?
Date out.
No, that's just date out. You protect yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
So if a chick want to get pregnant, can she get pregnant through you?
Yeah, if I see that she's worthy of being my
No. If a chick wants to get pregnant, especially out of wedlock, can she get pregnant through you?
Oh no, not out of wedlock. No.
Exactly. And there's a lot of dudes up here that will say exactly the same thing. So if she gonna get pregnant, who's she gonna get pregnant by?
She gonna pick Pookie.
She gonna pick Pookie. Why? Because that's the only choice she got. That's what I'm saying. It ain't because he has swag. Because most of them niggas, just like.
So this is what I knew this was You're saying that these women only have access.
In other words, when you got all them bitches pregnant, did you have swag?
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, that's all I had. That's all I was making on. I had no damn money. I got more women when I got more women when I was broke than I do now.
Because you had
most of that time.
Because you had exactly. So basically, what you're saying is you're defeating your own argument. They would get. In fact, they would prefer Officer Faulkner or AB Media or PK. PK knows or Mr. Z.
Many have tried.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Hey, my push him down the stairs works wonders.
Let me ask you this, Smirgo. Have you ever been in a break area where there's 6 chicks?
Like in the workplace?
Like in the first place, with 6 chicks around you, sitting next to you, and they all pulling out their child support checks, counting money. Have you ever been in that arena?
In a break area.
In a break area with just chicks just shooting the shit. They playing cards, right? Sitting in, niggas play cards. Black women play cards when they break.
When you say break area, what are you talking specifically? Like work? At work or
yes.
Work.
Where is she gonna have a break area? Yeah, break area at home.
Yeah, I've heard women talking shit about their baby daddies and whatnot.
No. No, that's not the question I asked, sir. Have you seen them, heard them counting child support checks?
Oh no,
they get. You never been there? Okay, I've been there.
Shit, I have.
Damn, that gotta be traumatizing.
I'm gonna say this: one of the most ruthless fucking places you can go for child support is the police department or the fire department. You know why? Because police and fire headquarters are around the corner to City Hall.
My brother, he works for a government agency, not a local government agency, right? And basically they're just blue collar, they're service workers, right? blue collar dudes, right? Okay, and they make good money. In fact they make around $65,000 to $70,000 a year, right?
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice, okay. And you have a whole bunch of dudes. What percentage of dudes, single dudes that work there, do you think are on child support? Smurgo.
What percentage of men are on child support?
They work blue collar dudes. They work in like a service sector, and they make $65,000-$70,000 a year. What percentage of dudes, single dudes that are not married, do you think are on child support?
That I think.
Mm-hmm.
Probably around 40%.
90.
90. Oh well.
90. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, Smurgo. I've been in these arenas. And I know what these. I've dated all classes, and I know what they look for, including the upper classes. Because guess who really has to worry about being on child support and trying to get them pregnant? The upper classes do. Somebody like Jay Rich, he got to worry about that shit, man. Because he's a target.
How old are you?
I'm 62.
62, same age as my mother, just turned. So I'm gonna ask you this question, right? What's the first damn thing a woman asks you when you're out on a date?
What do you do for a living?
Thank you.
Thank you, Dad.
Do you think that's
the first thing?
Do you think that's just out of just conversation?
Nah, they asked me how many bitches I got.
No. Because guess what? Do you know what the first? Do you know what the first? Do you know what the first? How the fuck can you be a Pookie blaming other Pookies? Have thou not said?
Hey, basically.
Hey, look, I ain't blaming. I'm just pointing out the obvious. Y'all don't seem to believe that. You don't seem to believe that black women prefer swag over ability. But that's I see that's the area contention.
Smurgo, you think these non-black women are fucking with you because you ain't what they see as swag. Cut it out, bro. These non-black women fucking with you for the same reason the girl in the hood fuck with you.
The thing is, Smurgo's talking about Pookies, and Smurgo's still a Pookie.
Right,
Pookie.
Right. This nigga Ray Ray.
I have brown.
Hey, BGS, I'm gonna take you back.
You're a Pookie. You ain't. Pookies get jobs. That don't mean they still ain't Pookies. Go ahead.
Hey, BGS, I'm gonna take you back. Do I smell Pookie?
Yeah. He's a Pookie. Okay.
Yeah, Pookie.
How you talking shit, man? And you still Pookie dating Pookie bitches, man? What the fuck is that, man?
No, but he think he's doing better because they're non-black.
I mean, guess what? It is not hard to get a non-black woman.
What do you date? Latinas?
Yeah, Latinas.
Yeah. You know why? Because most Pookies that date Latinas.
Closest thing to the black one.
Thing is because Latinas, Latinas will still treat you better even though you don't have a lot of money because because money you don't have to. If they get a 6-figure guy, they figure to hit the lottery. Well, Latina will date you if you have basically a regular old part-time job. A Latina will date you.
If a nigga got an independence card, you rich.
They got that wife training. They got that wifey training too. So they know how
we know they have. My son dates nothing but Latinas. I'm in Southern California, surrounded by Latinas. I know what they do. So basically,
they straight.
Huh?
I said, yeah, they straight. I mean,
but the thing is, you're still dating in your class, okay? There is a class difference. Basically what you're saying is not all black women, okay? But you're a Pookie, and Pookies attract a certain brand of women. Okay, you just do, and basically you prove the point. Somebody, I'm getting feedback. Oh, Mrs. Z, go ahead and meet yourself. Okay.
You can't brag about going.
I smash college chicks too. So what's
Smurgo, some of these ideas are very wrong because I'll give you a perfect example. My girlfriend's parents have been married for almost 40 years. My girlfriend's ADOS, brother. My parents have been married for 35 years, going on 35 years in May. We're Haitian descent. In the black community, some of us got it together. Some of these ideas you have about you got to run out to the Latinas if you want some stability. Hey, ask BGS. He's in Cali. Ask him. Some of them Latinas be ratchet as hell too, and they be all messed up too, and they families be fucked up too.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And they should blade in their bra.
Let me ask you this question, Smurgo. You smash college chicks. How long you so they present you to their parents as a boyfriend?
Hell no.
Why?
Of course not.
Why would they?
I'm asking you. You think smashing equates relationship?
Oh shit.
Not necessarily.
So do you see rich dudes creep down to the projects to smash?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would they take them home?
Nope. And they won't have a baby with them either.
And won't have a baby with them either, right?
Nope.
So you didn't got a college. So college kid, yeah. So you got a baby by a college girl?
No, I got no kids.
Lucky.
You know why? Because she's waiting for homeboy here to graduate.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
So?
Yeah, she waiting for. Yeah, I know so. Okay.
Yeah,
I got a daughter. I have a daughter that graduated. She graduated. She graduated 8 years ago, and I got another one in college. Okay. Guess what they waiting for? Okay. If they smash you, guess what they waiting for? They're waiting for it. In other words, you're fun, like he said, you're fun. But guess what? They're waiting for a homeboy to get out of college, and so he can be fun, so he can get started his career, because that's what they're aiming for. Trust and believe.
I'm gonna say it ain't nothing wrong. You just target practice, bro.
I'm just gonna say
if I wanted to get them pregnant, I could.
I'm gonna put it to you this way.
I could have if I wanted to.
I'm gonna put it to you this way, right? You know when cops usually get the most ass is when they get out the academy, and then 2, when they vet it. Once they year probation, and them girls can see that shiny badge out of nowhere, because they know that each fucking year there's an increase.
Yeah. How old are you, Smurgo?
23.
20. Oh shit. Okay.
Come on now.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have a 24? You have like a 30-year-old girlfriend that's corporate, that's making like 6 figures, ready to move you in?
Nah, the oldest one I got right now is 27. She getting a place in April. She can move. She ain't gonna move me in, but I could.
What does she do for a living?
What does she do for a living?
Not shit.
No.
That was funny.
No, I'm trying to explain it. She like a driver at the airport, but she make decent money.
She regular shit. Where'd she grow up, man?
Shit, I don't know.
You don't know. Wait a minute. You got a chick. You think about.
I don't ask her no questions and shit like that. I mean, where did she grow up? Where did she grow up? She around my area.
Smurgo. You're goddamn Pookie, man.
Yeah. If you're thinking about moving in with a bitch, you doing
it. You hustling backwards right now, Smurgo. You hustling backwards.
I ain't going to.
No, Smurgo.
Well, he's a rental Pookie. He's a rental.
Smurgo. You are the face of homosexual, homie.
I know. I heard that, man.
Man, ain't no homosexual.
You a homosexual, bro.
Nigga, you just went from Super Saiyan Blue to Ultra Instinct.
Smurgo, I got advice for you, man. Hold out for the PS5, man.
Yeah.
Damn. PS5 or bust, man. If she wants you to move in, she gotta have a PS. You gotta have a PS5, man. Or you're not.
She makes some bread.
Man, let me get out of here. I'm about to drop down.
All right. Then we got.
I'm gonna make space for Sheed, because I know Sheed want to come up. So I'm out of here, y'all. Good night.
You are literally the Hokage of the hidden Pookie village.
Pookie village. Yeah, he ain't hidden either. He's a Pookie. Go ahead, Jay.
Man.
Okay.
You ain't about to do me like that.
You're the most powerful of Pookies.
Homosexual jutsu.
You know what? I've told you about my nephew.
Pookie.
Like my nephew's a military kid, right? My nephew's a military kid. My nephew's been on the honor roll when he was a kid. He was on honor roll from 8 years old to his first or second year of college, right?
And then pussy happens.
And pussy happened. Nigga decided to drop out, smoke weed, and fuck bitches. He decided to be a Pookie, okay?
Mm-hmm. Pookie does. You don't find the
even though
Pookie.
he don't have a Pookie background. He decided to be a Pookie. I know a fucking Pookie when I hear one. You're a Pookie, man.
We didn't land on Pookie Rock. Pookie Rock landed on us.
We'll land on us.
Can I
go ahead,
something
Jay?
real quick?
Go ahead, Jay. Jay ain't got in, so
okay, Jay.
Hey, how you doing, everybody tonight?
Jay Rich, what up?
How you doing, y'all? I just gotta say, as far as the topic goes, hell yes, they do. One, because like what the other brother said earlier, the Pookies are easier to control, and plus they sexually fit the physicality that they desire to procreate. On top of that, man, it's just, you know, at the end of the day, they get what they want, the quick fix, and on top of that, there's nothing you can do about that, man. I think the brother that was talking earlier, D or whatever, I think he has a hard time truly understanding and accepting female nature, given the fact that he was raised by a single mom. I mean, I was too, and I grew up in the projects, and I've seen.
Hold on. Let him, come on, you guys, stop interrupting. Go ahead, Jay.
Now, I was raised in a single mother household, but the greatest thing that my mom did for me was to give me to my father at the age of 16.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank God for that.
That was
like,
late.
Physically, here's the thing. My mom, me and my brother, we kind of have we're kind of at odds with our mom right now because one, she physically raised us, but she mentally like left us to shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, here's the thing. She basically calls herself not wanting to keep her kids to fall into the streets, but not having any street smarts herself, being used and manipulated by every female that she would consider a friend. On top of that, keeping us away from any type of male in the hood. And that's the thing. I had to go out and venture on my own and learn my own lessons from my G's and shit like that. And that's basically how I kept my balance. And the thing is, I wasn't no Mac with the ladies either. Here's the thing. I'm a square. I was a nerd and I grew up in the hood. But the thing is, I was good at sports and I had other qualities that everybody loved me for.
Amen.
And the thing is, the play that I got fell strictly off of the fact that I was best friends with every like guy that turned into a shooter growing up. Okay. And I don't associate with them today, but at the end of the day, it's like this.
So women fuck with you because you had status.
Basically.
With them dudes. So basically you got pussy. Okay. So
yeah.
So in other words, them chicks went after you just like they went after everybody else. Okay.
Yeah.
How about,
and the thing is,
how about the Pookie that's like 5'4" and funny looking? What'd he get?
Oh yeah, that nigga got 6 kids. I'm friends with him. I know him.
I know him too.
Here's the
thing. I know it do with
like,
10. I know it do with 10.
Well, and like I was saying with my mom, she physically raised us, but mentally neglected us, and we had to learn things on our own. Now, given that, here's the thing: she was so quick to volunteer to clean up after the church or move somebody's couch and shit, more than she was to actually invest in her kids and her interests. My brother, he went off and married a white girl, had 2 beautiful kids. Lovely marriage, great today. They live, they live good. Got a beautiful house, backyard, basketball court, all that. Now, my mom, she's kind of at odds with the wife due to the color and all that stuff, whatnot. And that's just naturally there. But at the end of the day, she loves and accepts her grandkids like crazy. But me and my brother, he had to set me down.
All black women love mixed kids, so don't get it twisted.
Oh, they're gonna play it down like a motherfucker.
Yeah, and the thing is, me, I'm not into the white like that. I never really went that route. Like that's my older brother. He was always with that growing up, but me, I was the opposite.
Okay. I mean, you're basically giving this long story. Where are you going with it?
Basically, what I'm going with is this. They're going to make the choices at the end of the day. They're going to do what they're going to do now. And as a product of a single household, but having my father in my life, I thank God for every day that we're still close and we're tight as we are.
Did your mother, at some point, did your mother marry your father? Were they married?
Oh, hell no. Nah, not at all. But the thing is, they co-parented as if they were, though.
Okay. So in other words, the shit that most of the shit that black women said.
I'm sorry.
Hold on a second. Most of the shit that black black women say about their black fathers, okay, ain't true. And if you basically they talk shit about the daddy ain't shit, but guess what? Every time you've been in the hood, you've heard that shit, and when you meet the dude, guess what you find out? What do you find out?
Typically ain't shit.
He typically ain't shit.
Yeah,
I find out
he's better than her.
He's better than her.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes, like
most of the time.
Hold on, I must have misheard you. I'm sorry. I must have misheard you. Say it one more time.
In other words, whenever you seen a upper middle class chick raised in suburbia, they have a bunch of them having ain't shit daddies from the hood.
Not exactly, because like here's the thing. A lot of the like the valley type girls that I've seen growing up, they were obsessed. You know what I'm saying? Because that was my bread and butter actually growing up. Excuse me, I'm getting choked up.
So they have a whole bunch of babies by hood dudes.
Not exactly. Nah, maybe one. But here's the thing: they have what I call a clause of morality, a reputation that they just can't cross.
Exactly.
Now see, they may roll around with the hood dude. 5-6 times, hell. But if they have a baby by them, it's really a mistake made on both parties. However, the fault is at the woman.
Exactly, which is what I was saying from the very beginning. Most of the chicks that have babies by hood dudes are chicks in that dude's class. It ain't all the women.
It ain't all the women. See, a lot of these chicks would talk shit about.
And I didn't ask I was just myself. I was naturally, you know what I'm saying.
A lot of them will talk shit about niggas in their class. You know why? Because they think he should earn more while they sit on their fat ass. And by the way, Smurgo, fire style, Pookie Jitsu.
And basically, okay, Jay, how come you didn't have a whole bunch of baby mamas? You could have, right? They'd have babies for you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing, I knew I had OGs that schooled me early. Like I already knew because I watched this shit happen. Because my cousin, like my older cousin, who I grew up with, like I look at his sister, but when I look at her situation, it mirrors the girls in my neighborhood, and it's just, I see it like clockwork. So, and actually, I was taught to wrap up. I was never stupid like that. Like,
I want to ask you a question because I went around hood chicks, man. Have a hood chick that say you got a good job, got money, right? Say you got benefits. Have a hood chick ever walked up and say, "Oh, I like you because you got benefits"? You ever heard that?
Yes, man. Well, yes, but in a slick way. She didn't exactly use benefits, but
she didn't exactly use the word benefits, but all of mine did. Okay, all of mine did. Okay.
Mine said you look like a good provider.
You look like you could be a good stepdaddy.
In other words,
you got a good setup, which is exactly what she was trying to pull. So
exactly.
Thanks for telling on yourself.
So basically, all women are hypergamous. You think a hood chick in the projects get a dude that's making 75 grand, 50
My
grand.
pastor was in the paper, man, for the shit he was doing with girls, man. It was man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
I have a question, BJ. Is why for the education thing? Why do you think that it's black women, aren't they more educated than black men? Why would they be the ones that are like detrimental to the black child's education?
Because it's real simple. Because Dr. Johnson has said it. Because Dr. Johnson teaches at this level, and his colleagues are the PhDs and educated women. In fact, his colleagues are the teachers that teaches these women. Right? It's because black women have a low level of disrespect and contempt for you. They don't believe that you're going to be shit.
Let me put it to you this way. Let me put it to you this way.
One time.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
And then they be.
I'm going to tell you the real truth that you have yet to get. You're about to have an engineering degree if you don't have one already, right? That project chick thinks she's better than you just by her existing as a black woman.
Yeah.
This is what they've been taught. This is what their culture is. Get over it.
Yeah, and the dudes that think they're smashing and blowing the chicks back out, if you think she thinks more of you Did she do with that engineering dude?
You're just a live vibrator.
You're just a live vibrator. That's all. You might be a little bit more fun. You're there to basically entertain her, and if she want a baby, and give her a baby.
You're a walking blow up doll, hard blow up doll.
Blow up doll, basically.
Yep. I'm gonna tell you what, that shit that Dre was telling you earlier.
What's wrong with that though?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
I'd rather be the vibrator than the ATM.
In other words, you like being a concubine, huh, Smirgo? That's why I call you a Pookie, man.
What's wrong with that? Why would I be the one to pay the bill?
Well, be honest about it.
Smirgo, you live in
real talk. What's wrong?
Smirgo, did you live in Texas? You come from Texas, man?
Nah, I'm from South though.
Because you sound just like my goddamn
like, for
nephew.
real though, like
you sound like my nephew, man. You sound like my nephew. And I said, where you get that fucking accent from? You come off an army base. Where you get that accent from?
He been in the hood. He came off the base and went to the hood. That's what
that nigga.
You talking like these women like really respect the together dude. Like for real,
don't
like
give a shit. We don't give a shit about that. What you fail to understand, we don't give a shit about that.
Hold on, Charles.
They don't respect no man. That's
what did I just say, Smirgo?
We like the same age, bro.
No, Smirgo. What did I just say?
That they have contempt.
You said they have contempt. Yeah,
they have contempt for all black men. So I said, so the dudes, the Pookies and Ray Rays that think they're alphas, that think that these women have more respect for them than they do for somebody like D that's an engineer. I said, you dreaming. It's bullshit.
I'm trying to hold on. What I'm trying to figure out is why Smirgo is on here, bro. Like,
they have enough respect.
I do not. Somebody's boarding real bad.
They have enough respect to offer their womb.
I don't believe that.
And sexual access.
Okay, Smirgo, why are they offering this sexual access? What do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
I mean, it could be any number of reasons. Honestly.
No, it's only one reason. God damn it, stop playing.
Because they want to fuck.
Because they want to fuck. If you had a little, if you a Pookie had a little dick and couldn't fuck, would they give you a womb?
Hell no.
I'm asking.
Hey, I got two things.
Smirgo, no. If you had nigga to nigga, man, because I grew up in the goddamn hood. If you had a reputation that you couldn't fuck, you had a little dick, how much pussy you think you would get?
Oh, it's over for
Zero. So why are they offering you that goddamn womb?
You got laughed at town
because they know what I can do.
Because who's getting the most out of it, you or her?
It's a mutual exchange.
Bullshit.
Nothing.
Bullshit. Start again.
Talk to the dude in Tennessee with 30-something kids.
Come on, man. Well, you know the dude in Tennessee.
Well, there ain't no babies involved in this equal.
No. Well, come on, Smirgo. Stop playing with me. You know why they're giving you a goddamn movie on your reputation.
Hey, I got a question.
You're just a utility. You hate
your utility. Okay. Jay Rich, you finished, man? Because we're gonna go to the next person.
Yeah, and I was also gonna say, look, project girls, they especially the prettiest ones, they know they can get they know they can get anybody. Now, as for the difference with the Valley Girl, like we already established, one cares more about their reputation more. But here's the thing: the pretty hood chick and the Valley Girl, they typically are at odds because one is more openly sexual than the other.
Why are they at odds? Why are they at odds?
Well, they're at odds because one, they can attract the same man, but at the end of the day, one can keep them and one can't. One has potential to keep him and one can't.
Who's okay? Say the higher value dude. Who's gonna keep the dude? Is it the Valley chick or the hood chick?
More than likely the Valley chick. But
why?
The thing is, well, the Valley chick knows her etiquette. The Valley chick knows how to turn on etiquette, and on top of that, the Valley chick was probably more than likely brought up with morals, like a Cosby kid.
And a higher value dude coming down the hood to get a hood chick. Guess what? She knows her place is.
Oh, she knows her place is just that dresser. That's it.
She's a jump off, right?
Yeah.
She's a side chick. She's a jump off. She's there for sexual access, right?
But what?
Hold on a second, because guess what? Especially 85. Guess what hood chicks have a reputation for?
What's up?
Giving up pussy, right?
Of course.
That's reputation. That's the only thing they had to attract a dude, right? What other qualities do they have to attract a dude?
But why do we have to?
Just looking good for real. And if also wait. I will have to say this is just a stretch, but I'm saying they might have criminal skills. I don't know, like you know, what I'm saying they might know how to flip money. Or
so to a high value, to a high value, to a dude upper class, a dude.
I'm not saying that matters, but I'm just saying
no. What I'm saying is to the dude that's working class and above. Do her having criminal skills, is that a plus or a minus?
Oh, a minus.
Minus. So in other words, you ain't gonna trust that bitch. Okay?
Of course not.
But why
you're talking to a dude. You're talking to a dude in hand hood chicks and know how they operate. Okay? I know how they operate.
But why do we have to conflate black women with hood? Why do we always have to conflate?
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, D.
Don't even do that, man. Don't even do that.
Really?
Who?
Now you just changing it.
You know what I mean?
No. Hold a second. D. Who said that? Who said we complain the black women with hood chicks?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying. It just seems that it's always. Why do you have to mess with the hood chick then?
Do they?
They all hood, bro.
No.
Real talk.
They ain't all hood. Do they?
But they're not all hood though. That's the thing.
They are what? What are you talking about, man?
I said.
How many hood chicks have you dated, man?
I've dated 0 hood chicks.
You have nothing to say about it, man. No, D. Why the hell are you talking about something you have no clue about what you're talking about?
Hell no, man.
He coming from that feelings again. I done told y'all about these feelings.
Go ahead, Chief.
He's listening to his wife.
Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat was a Pookie.
Look, D. Put some city girls. Put some city girls on in front of one of them college girls you with. You
Body yada.
Yeah.
Hey, Smurgo, what is your
college girls? Guess who the college girls trying to act like?
They try. They try.
Hey, Smurgo, I want to know your. Go ahead.
And trust and believe, man. Because I had anybody knows about Carson, California, right? Which is upper middle class for black people, right? Not quite the rich elite like Baldwin Hills or Windsor Hills, but upper middle class. In fact, Art Newstyle, that's where he grew up. But they call it the Cosby Show because it was upper middle class people with these upper middle class homes, doctors, lawyers, and all this kind of shit, right? And basically, the chicks that grew up there, because just like anybody else, they see this shit on TV. They want to kind of mix in with the hood folks, right? Hood girls and suburban girls do not fucking get along because they come from different environments. When they get together, they might party together, but they always wind up falling out. And they come crying on my shows, how come they don't like me? Because bitch, you ain't from the hood. Okay? You ain't from the hood. They don't know you. They don't even trust you because you from a middle class, right? You have no. You ain't never walked in. You ain't never walked in the kitchen and opened up your refrigerator and see it empty with nothing but cheese. You ain't never been there. You can't understand them.
I don't know them niggas. I don't know them. I don't know.
But guess what? Them hood chicks will do. Take advantage of you spending your money. They will use you because you're mark. That's why I tell them you have to be careful with these chicks.
Especially to pay that cover charge to get to the club.
Get to the club. Basically, use your house to party in to impress your friends, all kind of shit. But anyway,
pool.
Hey, let me hop in real quick.
Go ahead, She.
I'm about to drop back down. Hey, Smurger, I want to give you advice, man. I know your Madden score is high right now because you sound like you be at home.
Man, this nigga's an 87 overall on 2K.
Damn. He's trying to become like a gold 99 on Madden, and right now he's in the 85, man.
Oh man, you ain't shit.
And then, hey, with D, I'm gonna tell your real name, period. Because I done told you when you was on Roger's show, you was the one on Roger's show that wouldn't admit that you made a lie, was it? That's you, right?
Yeah. See,
I told make the dude off the damn channel, man. He won't admit this shit, man. Come on, man.
I know. No, he been busted, man. But basically, okay, I'm one of them dudes, man. I'm one of them dudes that I keep telling people where I grew up was like me and Freeway Ricky Ross grew up like a half a mile from each other. In fact, we would have been at the same middle school had I stayed. Okay, I was bust out. That's the only reason. Okay, I grew up in the motherfucking hood. Okay, I grew up. The whole stroll, Figueroa, is like maybe a half a mile from where I grew up, man. Okay, that's where the whole stroll is. Still is today. Okay. So basically, Figueroa, there was the whole stroll in Strawberry Lane, whatever they fucking called it. That's where the fuck I grew up, man. I grew up in the goddamn hood. You can't tell me shit about this, man. I grew up on government cheese and powdered eggs.
You know what? You should change. You should change the title of this shit. If you should change the title of this show.
You find the syrup.
Hey, BGS, you should change the title of this fucking show to if you ain't from around here.
Yeah. Hey, Jay Rich, try this, man. Try butter, try cinnamon, and a little sugar, and make toast out of it. Okay.
Man, that shit good as hell.
Got you.
Got you. Oh, well, we know you, Smurgo. That's how we know you. We know you hood, Smurgo. We ain't you Pookie, man.
Water, mayonnaise sandwich.
Look, that shit. You ain't gotta be hood. That's some good shit to eat, though. For real. That's like
hot sauce crunch.
It's like great value French toast. It's like cinnamon toast crunch.
Hey, you see a lemon tree and somebody has a lemon tree, man. Well, you probably don't know about it. Have a lemon tree still stealing lemons. So you go home and make lemonade.
I used to eat the berries off my grandmama's tree in the back.
Hey, pecan, boy, you know how many pecans we ate, man.
Oh, we couldn't get pecans.
Fuck out there eating the shit out of pecans.
My mother's from
pecans and water. Pecans and water.
Yeah.
Notice he said not pecans, but
pecans. That's what they call them down south. Pecans.
Yeah.
Hey, Charles, you gonna start getting on me about my language down here, man.
What are you talking about, Charles? Like, what do you mean? It's pecans. What you mean?
God damn, boy.
What you mean?
What you mean?
I want to
BGS.
We just said.
BGS.
What you mean?
Before I go, what just because a girl has like a college degree doesn't mean that she's gonna be like some high class woman or.
Who said that? Who said that? I told you that. I told you that from the very beginning.
No,
dude, I'm writing a whole book on octane scale, right? Okay. Basically, I know this shit because I know chicks. My fiance grew up in the projects, man, and she's actually a system administrator in Orange County right now. But she's a climber. Okay. I know you can't tell me about shit I don't know, man. I already know this shit. I dated chicks like this, okay? I dated climbers that chick that started out in the projects, man, didn't have shit, man, and she worked her way up. You know, the thing is that so every now and then she would dip and get her hood dude. You know, the reason she liked me is because I had both sides.
Right.
Tell her BGS.
Exactly.
One time. Tell him you were dating these chicks while he was still a gleam in his daddy's nuts.
Oh yeah.
Right. But I'm trying to refer to Judge Dre when he said, oh, just because all these women they make your childhood is what really makes who you are. That's why I've learned throughout life.
Well, no, it is.
At the end of the day, dude, what he's trying to tell you, at the end of the day, no matter where that chick comes from, and I've had chicks that that from the hood that have never ever had a hard day in their life. Man, all them chicks can go motherfucking left. Okay,
hold on a second. Where the fuck you find this guy at? He
found us.
Who's man?
Hey, he making his rounds. That's the point. He making. Hey, go watch the movie Colors. When you will see that the girl in the end.
What's up,
Black man? And she kept trying to fool with Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Don't even get on me about high class chicks, man. That came from not rich families, not upper middle class, rich motherfucking families. Got pregnant by the motherfucking drug dealers because they had money in their fast life. Don't even get into that.
Wait a minute. Let's ask this question. D, what type of chicks did you date?
I just mostly dated black women.
No. What class of chicks did you date?
I would just say regular class.
Black kind?
Bro, you don't get no hoes, bro. You a virgin, bro. Don't come around here with that bullshit. You don't get no pussy, bro. I can hear it in you.
No, he's the black kind, right? Black kind.
I can hear it in you, bro. You don't get no bitches, bro. You ain't never had no bitches.
So in other words,
y'all hear me?
Are you somebody we could say? Are you somebody we could say athletically built?
Yeah.
So
he's Nigerian, so he's definitely built. But he's been
that motherfucker's getting muscles waking up.
He's been sheltered. He's been sheltered.
But he's socially awkward though.
Yeah.
Have
He's
you
been
dated
sheltered.
a Nigerian woman?
Hey, so how old is this guy we're talking to right
22.
now?
22.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to say because I don't heard a multitude.
Oh, is that Meech? What's up, Meech?
What's going on? All
Where
in
you
there.
been?
Oh man,
Meech done forgave us, so he's back.
You know this deep voice motherfucker. Fuck you.
It
took him 6 months, but he forgave us. Go ahead, Meech.
Oh man, y'all stop, man. Hey, look, check this out, right? Here's the first thing these young cats need to understand. If you take y'all age and subtract that from the age of most of the people on this channel that are trying to give you some game, you have well over 100 years of experience. Well over 100 years of experience.
Damn.
What I would like to know is what y'all think y'all done learned in your 22, 24, 26 years of life that BGS hasn't learned in the 36 years of life he has over you, the 16 to 20 years of life I have over you, the 15 years of life that Charles has over you, the 15 years of life that Edward has over you. Y'all are sitting up here. Here's what I want y'all to say to yourself. How much did you think you knew when you were 15 and 16 years old, right? You learned a little bit more than you were in junior high. You thought you were grown until you turned 22, 23, and 24 and realized at 16, you didn't know much shit, even though you thought you did. Well, it's the same thing us looking at you. I know far more at 40 than I did at 30. And y'all ain't even 30. Y'all got to step back, put your ego aside for a second if you plan on learning something. And if you don't want to learn anything and you're just talking, I'm going to let you know straight up, you're acting like women. Either you want to talk or you want to learn. You have to decide what it is you want to do. Because we know you're wrong. And we know you're wrong about most of what you're saying. You can't get over on us with that. So that's the first place you have to start. Secondly, y'all have to stop making yourself targets. How many times do y'all have to listen to us on these channels tell you about how we were turned into targets? And most of the time, unknowingly so, right? Back when the Ricky Lakes and the damn, all these Oprahs and the damn Donahues and all these other damn shows, how much experience do y'all have to hear us talk about before you listen and learn? Do you want to go through the bullshit? That's a question for you. Do you want to go through the bullshit?
But Meech, here's the problem. He hasn't had no experience to learn from.
True.
But he's
You
listening
can
to
hear
us,
it.
though.
No, but
He's
the thing
listening
is,
to us.
he hasn't. No, but the thing is that he hasn't had a single experience to learn from. He has no reference point. He has no guide.
And what he's getting his information from are lying ass women.
Yeah. Now he get information from teachers. He ain't even talked to a whole bunch of women to get his information from. All he's heard is his teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, well, here's something for y'all though.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's listening to his teachers, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much has he heard his teacher say that he himself has seen to be true? So the question is he believing us or is he believing them? Who has more of a reason to give him accurate information? Us or his teachers?
Good question.
Look, I've seen female nature. I know what female nature looks like.
What's female nature, man?
No. You've seen it.
Is this the 22-year-old?
Yeah.
He said he's seen it. I know he didn't just sit up and say he's seen female nature.
Nah, shit.
Bro, you serious? Do you know how much experience it takes? Hold on. Have you had some pussy yet?
Yes, I've had pussy, nigga.
Have you had? Oh, I hear you talk. Have you had more than just one girl?
Yes, I've had more than one girl.
Okay. How many women have you lived with?
No, I haven't lived with a woman yet. No.
So
you haven't lived with a woman yet. Okay. How many women? Okay, so you haven't yet had an experience with a woman where it's good. Y'all two.
Good thing though.
Listen what I'm saying to you, man.
What is the longest relationship you've been in?
Listen to what I'm saying to you, man. Until you get that woman to where you have some responsibility and it's y'all two on your own, you don't see what all that comes along with dealing with women. Until you are in there and it's y'all two that are taking care of the bills in that household and probably got some kids that y'all Maybe just her.
Hopefully you don't have kids without being married. Hopefully not. Okay.
Hopefully you do not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, you don't know female nature till it's vindictive.
Exactly.
Then you'll see female nature because
let me ask you this question because this is a tell. D, how many crazy chicks have you fucked?
Well, I haven't fucked. I fucked.
There you go.
I haven't been with that many women.
What's the number, man? What's the number?
How many?
Maybe like 4 or 5.
There you go.
No, there's no 4 or 5, nigga. You know what it's 4 or 5 when your number is that low. You count when you know that. Okay, so 5. So you're telling me, brother, that with 5 women.
When I had 4
let me tell you something. When my number was 4 or 5, I still didn't know shit about women.
How many of those women that you knocked that you had a relationship over 6 months with?
Great question.
It's not really woman I dated at all, to be honest.
No. In other words, how many chicks that you knocked you had a relationship over 6 months?
Zero.
Exactly. So in other words, you knocking chicks, but you ain't never been with a woman, man.
You don't know.
Well, here's the question.
You don't need female nature.
Where is it that you believe? Where is it that you believe
none of them
experience female nature? What made you think you know female nature? Then?
I've interacted with females. I know what.
No.
So because
no. Let him answer. Let him say that. You know what?
I've lived with females inside the home. Well, like not.
What do you?
Your mom?
I've seen a relationship between my parents.
The woman, your mom?
Let me ask you something, bro.
You got sisters?
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, I got sisters. Yeah.
You got sisters? How old is your oldest sister?
She's like 18.
She's 18. She's younger than you. Okay. You got any female relatives around your age that are a little older than you?
Yeah.
Okay. Sit down and talk to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
They tell you the truth.
They probably think he's cute.
Let me put it to you this way: Have you seen these women play men?
Every woman plays men.
No, that's not the question.
Your women? Yeah, those women.
No, I haven't seen them. No.
Okay, you don't know female nature. Yeah,
exactly.
You don't know female nature.
Anyway, go ahead. Finish up. I don't want to make this whole stream about him.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to let you know something, brother. Here's something.
And he's getting ready to drop to make room anyway. So
it's not about your intelligence. It's about your experience. It's about your wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience. You can be the smartest. You can have a powerful computer in the world, but if you put bullshit software in there, what do you have? A bullshit outcome, right? Look, I'm 42 years old. Most of the women in my family, most of the people in my family that I interacted with were women because the men were typically in prison or jail or some shit like that. Do you get what I'm saying? I've been in my older cousin's house where they've had their husband, grown ass husband, talking about whooping their ass, and I'm all a fucking 6 foot, 160 fucking pounds, hoping I ain't got to try to fend this motherfucker off from this big ass fucking dude because she was fucking another gangster in the goddamn car and he found out. Let me tell you something, bro. You got to get this pie in the sky, sugar and spice, everything nice. Bullshit I get hit about women. Women are far more vindictive than men will ever fucking be. They do not operate on a fucking honor code. Any honor you see from women is forced from men in the damn culture. Women are not fucking honorable. They are not disciplined. I need you to understand. We're saying this to you for your well-being. This is experience talking. Don't think we're just trying to send you off the wrong way. This ain't bitterness. This is experience and logic talking. You take that to the bank.
All right.
Wait, so D, you think men are the problem? Or is that what you thought?
I think they're part of the problem. I don't think that the whole problem. No.
No, what your statement is that it's all men's fault because
no, I never said that. I never meant that.
In other words,
I take that back if you thought I meant that.
Well, let me tell you, these women, they go for the type of dude that they want, though.
Yeah.
Like if he ain't shit and that's just how he is, if he's irresponsible and all that, that's on her. She picked that man for a specific reason.
For a specific reason because you can say whatever you want. Ancient niggas are fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But let me put it to you this way: What's a woman's number one drug? What's the most addictive thing? Leech.
My bad.
What's the most addictive thing to a woman's her being? Is the goddamn male attention. She got every woman, and I'm gonna give you a slick ass game, and I'm gonna give it to you for free. Every woman has a man for a certain reason. She got a nigga on her phone. Guess what? If you really get cool with a chick, I mean really cool, she's got to at least be a 7. Get cool with her. Go out for drinks. Don't try to fuck. Ask her about the men in her life that she got. She got the men for dick. She got the man to get her car fixed. She got the man to pay her light bill. She got the man to talk to. Don't be the man to talk to because she's gonna dump all that emotional baggage, telling you how all these niggas are. That's where she's doing it. Don't simp for free.
Don't simp for free.
She's got all these dudes for all different reasons.
Yeah.
And you know what happens to the blue pill simp? If I listen to her problems long enough, if I help her out long enough, if I help her out long enough.
Got your camera online. You want your camera on, man? Long line. You got your camera on. Okay, that's better.
And if I talk to her long enough, she's gonna accept me. Nah, that's some made for TV movie bullshit.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna get you. Hold on. Let me get in.
Go ahead, PK, and then long line.
Yeah, I'm about to leave anyway.
All right. One thing for you, D, before you leave, bro, I'm gonna give you the best advice that your dad probably should have gave you, because I can tell your character just from talking to you for 5 seconds. You need to stay far away from women until you're ready to marry one, because you gonna get fucked up out here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This game is cold, and you ain't been properly prepared for it. And I don't think that we have enough game to get you prepared fast enough. You know, like honestly, like you are just in another headspace. You're gonna get fucked up out here. So stay single for at least, I don't know, until you get done with your degree, and even then, you probably still gonna get fucked up out here if you ain't real careful.
You need okay, dude like you, especially dude like you that's really blue pill. You need to stay the fuck away from hood chicks and fuck away from average chicks. Get you a chick that you know from your college and stick with her, man. Don't fuck with nobody else, because if you do, you in for a rocky road, man.
You risk death. I seen what they do to a guy like him. It's not funny.
Hey,
go ahead.
Y'all tell him what's gonna happen to him though. Really,
he gotta learn. He gotta learn on his own. He gonna find that hood chick, man, with that snapping pussy, that snapping wet pussy.
Yep.
He's gonna go fucking crazy, and he gonna have to go through it just like everybody else. I can tell that already. Go ahead.
He try to snap at her, and you know she gonna call. You know she gonna call up the homies.
Go ahead, Jay.
The snapping pussy BGS.
No, I was just saying, like, I've seen what happened to guys like him, like, you know, in this situation dealing with hood chicks, thinking they know what they doing, man. It's not pretty, dude.
It's not pretty.
I seen the dude get his ass jumped. Well, the woman was in the wrong, but the thing is, he called himself trying to check her and whatnot. And the thing is, man, not only her brother, but 3 of his friends, they jumped his ass right in the middle of the square.
It's a hard lesson, but you learn.
Broke that nigga's glasses in. Like,
yeah, well, you know, sometimes hopefully you didn't get killed. Hopefully you're not permanently damaged. And
he didn't.
The lesson that you're gonna learn, man. You gotta learn.
Yeah, D, for real, you need to stay away from black women in general. Like, not even the college ones. I'm telling you right now, you risk death.
No. Basically, if he get a college black girl at his level, and basically once they get out of school, he'll be all right. Okay, he'll be all right.
He need to screen them real good.
Yeah, couldn't you guys have done that? Couldn't you guys just have picked a good black girl?
I mean,
hold on a second. D, bye, dude. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, because that nigga so blue, he's seeing clouds.
Oh man, blue, man. He's turquoise.
He's turquoise.
White roses too.
That nigga's aqua.
Aqua, yeah.
Like I just can't believe it.
Pick the good black chick. They do.
I'm just like this.
They don't work. It don't matter. Okay.
I'm just like this. How good is a chick gonna be when she thinks she could get over?
Yeah.
You live in a fucking system that gives carte blanche to women and says, "You keep the baby. We'll pay you because we're not using your pussy anymore."
He need to go beat some of that simp out of him, man. Because basically, he come in simping like that. The higher class chicks are gonna run over his ass.
You
He
ain't
ain't got no
bullshit.
backbone.
He ain't got no balls.
That's bad.
Do y'all want to know why I asked him the questions I asked him?
Go ahead, Mike.
You want to know why I asked him the questions I asked him? Because I could hear his accent. And he was coming in with that Nigerian accent, like he high and mighty.
Oh, I thought you were talking about sympathy.
And that's the reason why I asked him that question about his mama. BGS just put out an article last year that said DNA testing in Nigeria, 70%, not
70%,
third like it is in the United States or in these Western countries. It says 70% of the married women's children were not by the man that they were married to. So the sheer fact that you gonna sit here and say, "Hey man, my mama was faithful," fuck you.
You don't know. Well, he doesn't know. He's 22.
I don't have a clue, man. Because at the end of the day, if you gonna read them books and them stats and them numbers, you gonna have to call her shit into action. I ain't calling his mama no hoe. You know what I'm saying? But then, you gonna have to sit there and say, "Man, maybe."
He won't know until he laying up with some chick, man. Laying up, in the middle of the night, just finished fucking, man. Rolled over, just got something to eat, just got cleaned off, man. Laying in warm, and that phone ring, that chick's phone ring, and she talking and she telling a lie to her main dude about where the fuck she is. Then you're gonna know. Oh shit!
Wait till you have to grow out the window with your clothes.
Guarantee. Look here.
As soon as Mike finished, I got a story for you, Charles.
No, and I guarantee you, the reason why I compete his game and his style, and most of these niggas up here, we used to be the same way. You think your mouthpiece can get you out of anything? I guarantee you, his daddy told him that shit. Your mouth won't get you in trouble because you think you can talk your way out of this shit. You think you can talk your way out of family court. That's what he be gonna be one of them niggas at family court telling her what she did. I'm gonna stand up and do
that. Charles, I haven't told this story before, but I'll tell it here, right? I was going with my side chick, right? And the dude that she had been messing with, we had just selling drugs, just got out of jail, right? And so you know how bitches lie, man. I said, y'all still go together? No, right? So I'm laying up in her bedroom, right? Just finished fucking, and he comes banging on the door, right? And knowing that he drug dealer, gangbang, all that kind of shit, right? And she's knocking on the goddamn door. Now I'm in an apartment, right, on the third fucking floor. Okay, so there is no back door, right? So I'm thinking, ex gangbanger, still a gangbanger, really just got out. He's coming, bamming on the door and shit like that. He probably got something with him, got people with him, right? So I said, shit. So I put on my clothes, man. I look out the window, man. It's like what is it? 25, 30 feet to the ground. I said, fuck.
25 feet. Boy. 6 niggas on my ass.
I said,
round
fuck
and round.
Hey, guess where the gun was? In the goddamn car.
Yep. You're like, fuck again. Fuck. Shit, always kept that shit under the pillow.
But she talked him out of it. She talked him away. He went away. Guess what? I never did when I went to her apartment again.
You left that gun.
The gun was always with me. She said, "Why you?" I said, "Don't even ask."
Shit. Like I remember going to some chicks' houses, and it was this chick I met. Emerald green eyes.
Oh yeah,
emerald green.
I heard that. I know.
You can tell by the side.
Yeah, I know.
Guess who her baby daddy was? A nigga who worked in narcotics in the Eastern District.
Oh shit!
Damn.
You didn't know? I hope you knew.
Nope. She told me what I got after we got finished.
Oh shit!
It's because she was like, wait a minute, why'd you carry your gun inside? For bitches like you. Who don't tell me the truth.
Right.
I always had a contingency plan. Like,
yeah, you better.
You should already know.
Gotta keep it on the dresser.
No, but if you want a second or third floor
underneath the pillow,
you hang off the ledge first before you drop. That way you don't.
There was no ledge. Okay,
No, you had like out the window and then drop. But you know what I mean? Like I said, it's until you've done that. That's why I said.
Oh yeah, I didn't do it, but you know, nothing but there ain't no ground, nothing but concrete, man.
What he not hearing is that you just said you on a third store. That's 3 stories. That's 30 feet. So you hang down and you at 8 feet. That's 20 feet for you to fall.
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up here about this whole situation about D, right? This nigga gonna get married and Smart gonna be digging her out. That's what's fucked up.
Oh, God.
That's what I'm saying. That's
don't hurt him.
Especially when he going for that 12-hour shift.
Yeah.
He doing a little. I mean, he gonna give her that nasty, ill-gotten, all kinds of power.
Hold on, though. Do y'all know that
he done got that hood chick with the heart of gold?
No,
there you go.
I'm gonna
There
let
you
you
go.
know. Mark this word down today. If he don't get his act together, this is what's gonna happen. He gonna eat a hood chick, got some good pussy. She gonna put it on. What is gonna happen is this: she gonna get pregnant. Then after this shit, he gonna keep trying. No, I'm just gonna step up and do this. So instead of her being like, "Well, look, dude, trying to step up," she just gonna put more and more on him. Then within 7-8 years, he gonna be on here on the panel talking about he got the worst bitch in the world.
Yeah, with three kids.
The more you keep putting them on the panel, the more that they keep saying, "Yeah, motherfucker, I can do this, I can do that." I mean, like literally, he gonna have a baby mama that's gonna be telling him what to do.
And but again, Smigo, hold out for the PS5, man.
Guess what song he's gonna play? He's gonna get a big bottle of cognac with a cigar, and he's gonna play this song. Where did we go wrong?
Do y'all know the real danger?
One time.
Judge, you're gonna prove your
one time, y'all. One time.
Wait a minute. He's gonna have a vasectomy tomorrow. That way he don't pop out a kid until he ready.
Yeah, I heard that.
I ain't gonna lie. My friend just did it 2 days ago. He already walking around. He say, "I'm cool." Like I got a card from his doctor. I'm going. Now think about it. You see, I ain't had a kid in a long time. I'm about to go get one done because so many bitches now trying to hit on me.
Oh yeah, COVID. Hey, you getting that COVID love, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yes,
now think about it. I was grown.
Yeah, I'm considering it too, honestly. But I don't know if I can get one at my age.
Nigga. Oh, come on, nigga. You Pookie, man.
Hey, what y'all have to be. What the real concern is
I don't want no kids though.
What the real concern is is that with all this shit that a bitch might do to him, that he gonna be one of these niggas talking about, "Oh, I didn't work hard enough. She cheated on me because I didn't work hard enough. I should have worked more hours. I should have gave her more. I should have learned how to fuck better." And put all the blame on him because there's a lot of motherfuckers like that. But do you know what ends up happening to those motherfuckers? Those are the ones that end up cutting bitches' heads off.
Yep. I was about to say that. I was gonna say he's gonna kill her and himself.
That's it. The advice for him is don't kill yourself and don't put a bullet in her.
My advice to him: just go get snipped.
Long Lion. You want to jump in, man? Because we only got about 20 more minutes. We're actually overtime right now.
I got you. Just saying good evening, gentlemen, and appreciate you, BGS, for the platform you provide, and just the information that you're able to disperse to all men as far as this information reaches. But I'm just a fly on the wall right now. But I'll chime in and share a little bit.
All right.
Just about even with family members, just with my mother, with my aunts, and female cousins and sisters taught me. So it's my sister. One of my sisters, she lesbian. So just seeing the cutthroat side of the, and she was a stud too. So just seeing the cutthroat side of that. Behind the scenes, what people don't see when the gay couple out in public, whatever, however they look, and they might be fresher than everybody they walking past because they just be like that. But they be beating them hoes up, man.
Yeah,
it's
fight. Yeah, they fight.
Crazy.
I'm gonna tell you a secret, man. Like a lot of gay chicks don't want to say it. This PK. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I just wanted to throw this out here.
No. You fine. I just wanted to identify who's speaking.
Yeah. So here's what's funny, man. Like I done actually not accidentally, but I done fucked a couple gay chicks, man. They'll lie
They
and act
not
like they
gay,
don't.
man. They
Yeah,
not gay.
a
They
lot
just
of
they just
times they like dick.
misbehaving. They just
A lot
misbehaving.
of,
Ain't no
yeah, a
such
lot of
thing as gay.
times.
They
Yeah,
just misbehaving. They
a
they
lot.
just do what they want and they get away with it.
Yeah, a
Cause
lot of
cause don't
times
nobody check them.
they might be attracted to, wanting to talk to women, but at the same time they be wanting dick,
They
you
want
know.
dick. Yeah.
What you
And
say?
so,
Every lesbian has their favorite dick.
Yeah, every lesbian does have a favorite dick. Every stud has a favorite.
I've been several lesbians'
like
favorite dick.
yeah, and just even aunties, like I done had, one of my aunts smashed my father, and
Oh
and, and,
shit!
and,
Oh
and
shit!
caused a ripple in the family tree
I
with
know
that,
she did.
Yeah.
But
Oh
just
shit!
crazy. And then the smoke, it's crazy because I am the glue that holds my family together, but I'm also that chain that if it breaks is like my family's fucked. So just due to the dynamic of that one incident and then just the relationship that my mother had with my other aunts after that incident, because every family got their dirt, they secrets. This person say, shh, don't talk about that and this and all that. So that was one of those things. So it's weird when I came into the picture. When I was born, obviously I had no knowledge of all of the just a dysfunction before me. But then as I get older, I learn about it, and then I see why certain family members treat me a certain way. It was because of my dad, and then it's just little corny stuff like that. But being raised in a family in the inner city predominantly orchestrated by women, it's not it's
That shit goes on more down south than it does in inner city. Tell you that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm actually from Cleveland, Ohio, but I
Oh
actually
shit! Oh,
reside.
so
Yeah,
it's Dre.
yeah,
Where in
but
Cleveland, bro?
word, but
Where?
I
Where
actually,
in
but I
Cleveland are you
actually,
from?
but I actually reside right now in Georgia. But
Oh, okay.
it's
Where,
it's and I got a young brother. I talk to him. I mentor him. He's 23 years old. He's at work right now. Working. Been at work since noon. Got child support from both his baby mothers. Got 3 sons. And I just put him on the content like this, and just have him keep his head straight, level, not stressed out because he's still 23. He got all that
Oh
anger in him,
shit! Oh yeah.
just typical pattern of a young black male's existence who unfortunately made the wrongest mistakes just due
Got
to
caught up. Yeah, he got
wait,
caught
wait,
up.
wait. I
yeah.
cut you off. Where you say is he still here in Cleveland?
Oh, no. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, but right
Oh,
now I reside in Georgia.
brother. You say your little brother or whatever.
Yeah. He's like a brother, just I take him under my wing. I'll be 30 years old this year, and this young gentleman is 23.
Is he in Cleveland?
No. He's in Tennessee.
God, let's say if
You
he was
know.
in Cleveland and needed help, I would, hook him up with some work and everything. That's
Oh
why.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the
Oh
reason
yeah.
why.
That's
But where part of Cleveland where did you grow up in?
I was in out all around. Richmond Heights. I was in Richmond Heights for a little bit.
Yep.
Maple,
I'm in
Garfield,
Cleveland Heights,
Cleveland,
so
Shaker.
right
Hey
there.
man,
Shaker
Yeah.
Heights. Yeah, I had a partner from Shaker Heights.
Shaker, that's my neighbor.
Cleveland look a little bit like St. Louis right now, bro. Some
Word.
struggle going on in Cleveland.
Yeah. My cousins be giving me updates, and I be getting all kind of crazy calls and updates. Because
Yeah,
I was
man.
the way that I was tied in my city was I was a music producer, so I never
Okay.
worked. Unfortunately, I never worked. That was what I did. Even until I got professional, which I'm still getting things all the way together. But from a teenager, 13 years old, I sold beats. That's what I did.
Okay.
So
Well, hey,
so I
Okay.
was
Nice.
it's
so
a
I was
job,
like.
man. It's a job. So hey, it
So
is
I
what it
There
is.
you go.
so I was in studios, every trap house got a studio,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's like I was exposed and I was always by myself, but it was just the way I carried myself. It didn't matter if I was in East Cleveland, Maple Heights, it didn't, West side of Cleveland,
Oh,
where all the Puerto Ricans and just all the more. It didn't matter where I was, what time of night, even though Cleveland is very dangerous. Like it's just the way I carried myself, and then talking to God as I travel, and that's what I believe allowed me to make it home every night. But just the things that I experienced as a producer, because producer for those who in here who make music, they tend to
Yeah, are you
have
looking
a.
for any talent?
You said what?
My bad.
Oh,
keep on, my bad.
Oh, but producers tend to develop a more personal relationship with the artist. So while the public audience may have this perception of the artist, the producer really gets to see the behind the scenes life of the artist, and then how I saw just as a youngin how majority of the artists were dealing with women, running through them, knowing that this one got her boyfriend here there, but I see her at the movies with him, and then I see her downtown at Tower City shopping with him, so it's just like I'm like, man, these like at a young age it got into my head, and then on top of that, the way my sister was, how she was treating dudes while she was with girls, and how she treating girls is like crazy. I'm like, man, these. Yeah, like women ain't no joke. And then just how my mom's was, how my aunties was, and then I got a cousin. She got 4 kids by two different baby daddies. No one's married. Just so much dysfunction. So I was fortunate to pattern my life based off of decisions I wasn't going to make. When I moved to the South, I started farming, which is something that no one in my family is doing right now. I don't even know anyone in my city who's doing that, just because Cleveland is really not the landscape that's appropriate for that. But just getting out of the way, and just fortunate that I didn't have any kids by none of them rat hoes that I was messing with or dating. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I didn't get all the game in certain crucial growing points in my life, but I got
It's part of the process.
yeah, but I got enough to where I was able to hit the Heisman on certain stuff when it was coming in my direction. But I'm just I'm just thankful for the content, thankful that you were able to share this stuff with other young men, other young teenage boys just coming up who really don't got no guidance out here. They just out here just underdeveloped consciousness, just roaming. And especially up in Cleveland, it was looking hectic just being out. I never been robbed, but I done been tried a couple times. I done been caught in crossfire. I done been just crazy stuff. Just navigating as a young black male through a city. Period. So it's just so many pitfalls and traps, and women are one of the biggest pitfalls and traps that us as men. Just in this reality alone, I ain't even talking about the system lifestyle, but just in this reality alone, women, I believe is one of those biggest tests that was placed here for us, just like how we deal with them, how we will have them in order, or will they just run and be chaotic as majority of society has them operate.
Hey, so let me say this to you, and I'm hoping that other young brother is still listening to this. Nowadays, it is better that you came up in a problematic family so that you can find out how people really are, than for you to come up in a blue-pilled family, quote unquote, that isn't going to teach you anything. And then when you find out how shit is fucked up, it's because you're going through it yourself. Because at the end of the day, no matter what anybody tells you, as the man, you are gonna be blamed for every fucking thing. None of this other bullshit of them saying that women. Go ahead.
If you come up in a suburban upper middle class life, if you're a college boy, don't come down to the hood and
no. Leave this the fuck alone.
Leave that shit alone, man.
Get away, man. Stay away.
Stay in your class. In other words, you stay in your class, you're all right.
I'm from the hood and don't go back to the hood.
Back me up
I
on
know
this,
where I
BJ.
belong.
It was
back me up. Back me up on this, BJ. Yes.
Okay.
Not only and Charles, not only are you a target, but when I say that you are food, I mean that if the bitch who's gonna get you, if she doesn't say anything, she ain't even gotta say nothing. There's a dozen other women around her that all see the same thing, and if that bitch don't do it, another bitch is gonna do it, and then make fun of her for not doing it.
Yep. Right.
Yep.
While he said, but like I sit here, like just give an example, a person from say the Heights. I stay in the suburb, but I ain't gonna lie, I fucked around down in the hood, and I do admit you got to watch how you navigate down there. And one of the things is this. See, I never knew about the traps because all of my baby mamas came from down the way.
Okay.
Like I
Are
ain't
you
got
talking about Cleveland?
I never
You talking
right.
about Cleveland down the
Like,
way?
I thought he was talking
Yeah.
about Chicago. We got a high
No,
school
it's
too.
not
Okay.
Cleveland. No, talking about Cleveland.
right. Because sometimes you think that, oh, whatever, but I might have been thinking, well, shit, these motherfuckers saw, wait a minute, this a motherfucker that got some shit going for him. He gonna do something. Long as you see he work hard. Long as I attach myself to him in some type of way, it's gonna be a come up for me.
This Judge Dre talking?
That live around
I got something to share
food
with you
all
on
day.
that.
That I hate to say that, dude. That's D all day. Why you think I put my number in the chat with 10 niggas in the background? I didn't give a shit because I was worried about him. Because I told him you food all day, and I didn't realize that they see he a hard worker. He trying to do this, and I ain't gonna lie, he's still sitting up here thinking women are the best thing in the world.
But D,
he's got that, and nobody tell him nothing else.
Judge,
I ain't gonna lie.
But this how she gonna burn him.
Go get snipped tomorrow.
This how she gonna burn him. This how she gonna burn him.
Hey, Judge Ray, can I share something with you?
One at a time. Go ahead, Lion, and then.
All right, so this is a story about a chick that I smashed down the way. For the others in the chat room that don't know Cleveland, Ohio, down the way is like the projects that's closest to downtown. Like it's crazy. So I was doing my thing.
How close is it to Huff?
So Huff is over there. Matter of fact, that's actually where Calvin is. My youngest son now. He's over there on 79th and Huff. But yeah, Huff back in the day was worse. They done cleaned it up now.
They
but back when we was younger, it was worse.
They cleaned up a lot of hoods in Ohio. Because I mean, like I'm from Toledo. They cleaned the fuck out of Toledo.
Yeah.
You know,
Man,
they got the goddamn what do they call them shits? The little poles that like ding you if you shoot a goddamn gun in that area. Like, they'll pinpoint your ass.
Microphones,
the blue lights that flash. Like literally, they did that. Like they'll move it in certain areas. Like all through Huff back in the day before they rebuilt Huff to where it is now. It was still bad. Like literally, I sit here and laugh. We had another project. It was called what's the project over there? 79th and Kinsman. They used to call that Garden Valley. Now back in the day, if you'd be like, I lived in Garden Valley, motherfuckers be like, ugh, like my son was born in Garden Valley. But if you drive through Garden Valley now, you like, what the fuck? This is a nice area. Because that's exactly. But if back in the day, if you be like, oh, I was born in Garden Valley, they was like
straight bricks.
Right.
Straight bricks. But let me tell you about this story though. So there's a chick down the way, like you know where Van Aken is, right? Where the rapids run, the trains.
Yeah.
So we was parked along where the rapids was. You know, I just had scooped her or whatever. Like I just got my new car or whatever. I'm doing my thing, whatever. Like like the lust in this woman's eyes, she didn't even look human. Like and it is another thing of female nature when the good guys, when I hear people talking about the good guys and this and that, when the woman has lust for you, it's like she's not. I don't even think they be thinking for real. Cause I seen the lust in her eyes, like her pupils was big, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like dangerous. So you know, time passed. Yeah. So time passed, you know, but she lived down the way, so I go down there, and so I pull up. You know, I wasn't all the way on point this night, and I say that for this reason. Now we in the house, you know, her daughter there, you know, we on the couch chilling. Somebody knock on the door, right? Her daughter opened the door like without even thinking. So it was her dude, right? So we like our clothes is on and everything, you know, we was really just chilling on the couch, whatever. So her dude walk in with her brother who just got out of jail, right? So I'm in there, like, okay, like, you know, like, well, if I gotta throw hands, I gotta throw hands. If they gonna jump me, I'm gonna get some, whatever. Like, I'm just like, whatever, like, this the situation right here. So you know, they just talking, whatever. It was respect. Like, he saw me, you know, I stood up, you know, addressed him like, how you doing, shake his hand, whatever. Same as his brother, you know, how you doing, whatever, boom boom, you know. And I'm just scoping the whole environment just on radar mode. So you know, long story short, they just talking. Her dude was checking on her daughter because he had an emotional attachment to her daughter, you know, because they've been together for how long, whatever. But so they left. And then like 30 minutes later, there's a knock on the door again. so she ain't open it that time. I'm like, shit, you gonna open it? She like, nah, I don't know what they on. But crazy thing is,
stay at?
Say what?
Where she stay?
She lived in the down the way projects, like the ones
Out the way?
like near Tri-C Metro campus.
White, those down like out the white by there, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
So
reason why I never went to a bitch's house. I rarely went out there.
yeah, that was a rare occurrence. But the crazy thing is, though, I still came back the next night, smashed her out,
because the pussy was good. That's why.
But it was like that was just something I wanted to share on. Like the lust in the woman is like, man, it's like she's a different person.
But Lion, here's the point. A lot of dudes never got lust out of a lot of women. That's the one key thing they never got. They never got when that woman just wanted them and looked at them like how we look at women, like just a piece of goddamn meat.
Like that,
So when you get a guy like D who's inexperienced in this shit,
oh man,
and let's say she really likes him and she's lusting after the dude, she gets pregnant. Let me put it to you this way:
it's gonna turn to hate quick.
Being a cop, people come up to your car, come up to you just to ask fucking questions. I had a pretty girl ask me how to get to which way is to get to a certain store, York Road, and we're on Greenmount. And I just said, "Hey, how you doing?" And she was like, "Hi, how you doing? I just need some help." Okay, just bing, bing, bam, just go this way. Nothing happened. My girlfriend at the time was like, "Who's that bitch who was like, how to get your number?" And I looked at her. I got out the car. I said, "Do you see this fucking car that says Baltimore Police on it?" For some reason, everybody thinks police are walking GPSs. They think we know where everything is. So they're going to come up to... And she's like, "But no, I see the look she had in her eye. She was happy because I gave her fucking directions."
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we got about 15 more minutes, guys, and we're gonna close it out.
Let me let y'all know something, man. Let me tell you something. When you know that a chick has the lust in her eyes for you youngins that think y'all know some shit. When you fucking a bitch less than 2 hours after you met her, that's lust. She didn't ask you what you did for a living. She didn't ask you how much. She didn't ask you nothing. She talked to you, made general conversation, and it almost direct. Or I'll tell you this: she didn't even have a conversation about fucking. She just invited you back to her house.
Right. Oh yeah.
Try
came in the room.
One at a time.
Try going to a restaurant, and 30 minutes later, she's fucking you in the car. Curse this dick of mine.
So I haven't made 30 minutes, but I've made maybe 45 minutes, however long it was for one dance, and then to drive to her house.
Yeah,
I don't know how long that was, maybe 45 minutes.
And just to tell you this, she's an Army captain.
And don't let her be. I ain't gonna lie. Don't let her. See, that's the problem with him. He gets some good pussy who got that that bomb. He's done. I hope that he only gets bad lays, because if he's
done anyway.
He gonna run into that Black Widow.
Nigga think he can talk. Anything, man. Look, the main way, even BGS and Charles have even made this point, and even the brothers on this panel know this. The way you know he gonna get burned is he not gonna be able to make that incremental progress like he's supposed to. Meaning he gonna sit down, tell this black woman the plan, and then the next day she gonna act like she didn't even know what the fuck he talking about. Watch.
And you know what the worst part about it is? Here's the worst part about it.
Yeah.
Here's the worst part about it is, right? The worst part about it, he can't go to his daddy because his daddy been feeding him some blue pill bullshit.
There you go. There you go. I tell you what, hey, bro, you get some pussy that make you lose control of a part of your damn body. Your legs go out or some shit like that. You go to the niggas that fuck the most bitches and talk the realest about them, and tell them your situation. Tell them everything. Tell them everything, and then ask them their advice. Because if you keep it to yourself, you're gonna keep on speaking. Look, it's some bitch. I don't care what nobody say. They say pussy is pussy. No, it's some bitches out there got some fucking magic, nigga.
No, but I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna get because I gotta get out of here. But I'm gonna say this: if you notice, why this whole time that D was on here, right? All them motherfuckers sitting there watching in the chat room, you notice them bitches was quiet as fuck.
Quiet than a motherfucker, man.
Foaming at the over that shit.
Boy.
That's why if you notice, when the women shut up and they're paying attention,
Mm-hmm.
you already know. That's why that's a marked man right there.
Absolutely.
Oh, nigga, we need to chip in and pay for this dude's vasectomy.
Hey, they tracing it. They tracing his IP address right now. They trying to find out what his dorm room is.
Hey, we was just talking about that shot spotter a minute ago. They got the simp spotter. That shit's out for him, bro. They got him.
Y'all missing the point.
It was bitches in the chat room trying to do an IP search on his ass, IP address lookup. They probably
I don't have to.
Oh man,
I'll tell you right now. For him, for that dude D, he need to get burned because that's the only thing gonna wake him up.
Yeah,
that's true.
No, it's not.
That's true.
He's gonna have about 4 kids.
This bitch on there. I hope you think you can convert America.
Hey, long line.
Whatever thing you can.
Let me.
You still in Ohio?
Let me tell you what he just said.
Anybody work with music wise?
Hey, let me tell you what he just said was true. He said he's gonna have to get burned personally. Tell you why that's true. Because a real blue pill motherfucker believes, oh, that just happened to them. I'm too good of a guy for that to happen to. I need y'all to understand shit. Do you understand that too? Hey, look, my first duty station, 2 of the earliest pieces of pussy I got was from a bitch that grabbed my ass walking through the goddamn nightclub.
Oh, yeah,
and a bitch who had her friend pretend to want the number of one of my friends so that she could have an excuse to come to the car and get my numbers back. If they want it, they will go out of their way for it. And whenever you see something that seems a little bit too easy, I want you to know that's a bitch that want the dick right there.
Hey, Meech, I'm gonna tell you what was bad about the Army captain. Because she was living with her mom while she was buying a house, right? And she just came back from Afghanistan. And she was staying with her mom, and I seen her mom. And her mom was like, hello. And I was like, hello, how you doing, ma'am? And she was like, God damn.
You fine.
I was like, what happened, ma'am? You lucky my daughter got to you first.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Hey. Believe it. I swear to God. All she was testing you. All she was doing testing you, Charles, to see if you would give her dick too. She just trying to see if you would give it to.
See, I tell
I've
you
had older
what,
chicks try to help me.
a lot of these dudes. Don't make me open up a goddamn panel talking about goddamn lust. A lot of these dudes do not understand. If your body's right, you're gonna be 5'6", and you got a tight body.
Oh yeah,
they like it.
It just gives you a little bit of.
They'll literally throw the pussy at you.
It gives you a little bit more power in the game because they be
like
like, man, fuck
told.
you don't look like shit.
Right.
But then when she, like, I had a bitch, she was like, you don't look like. She was like, but she, God damn it. Like, she was like, God damn it, fuck you. Like, good dick, motherfucker. See, that's the next part. It's not just a good pussy. He didn't throw dick good enough for that bitch to go bonkers and put a fucking brick through his windshield.
Right. Well, I mean,
but there's gonna be one situation with this young brother. I don't know if y'all noticed it.
Go ahead. Hold on, Dre. Go ahead.
I don't know if y'all noticed it, but D wants to say these hoes. Everything he was saying was in correlation of I'm gonna say these hoes.
He wants to save them, man.
Getting burned is not
so much.
Getting burned is not gonna do it for him. He probably gonna have 3, 4, 5 of them. He's supposedly gonna make good money because of what he's going to school for. And I mean, we all see the mark on him. We all see it. So like, if everybody here saw it, we know they see it too. That dude gonna have about 3 or 4 of them because he wants to save them, and that's what he's into here.
Hey Roger, think about this.
Prove us wrong.
Oh, Roger, think about this too. He Nigerian. He can't help. He has to marry black.
Yeah.
That nigga can't marry out. That nigga got to marry black.
This nigga needs to be one of the. He need to be one of the 70% in Nigeria, bro. He just need to go ahead and get cucked, bro. Go back home.
Right.
Be that little cuck, man. It is what it is.
Get you one out there.
He needs to be like Duncan McLeod in the first season of Highlander. Get the fuck out the game until you have to go.
Yeah. Until he gets burned. He want to save him until he get burned.
You know, he needs to be like Duncan McLeod in the first season of Highlander. Stay the fuck out the game.
He's gonna have to get burned. But you know what his biggest problem is? He's not gonna put himself around. This the kind of dude. He's not gonna put himself around other dudes that are not fucking a yes men. He can't handle a motherfucker saying, "No, you know what? You're full of shit on this. This is the real truth right here, and you're making yourself a goddamn victim." Because, hey man, look, let me tell you something, man. If you not, nobody gives a fuck about men. He hasn't been told that. If it's not, nobody gives a fuck about men outside of men. And even then, some men don't even give a fuck about men. You know, one of those, as long as I'm not going to come back down, it doesn't matter who I'll fucking climb over on the way to the top type of motherfuckers. This young dude right here, 22 years old, he's in college, he's away from home for the first time. He ain't under nobody's rule immediately like his parents and shit. He thinks he knows something. That man said he knows the nature of women, and he ain't never even lived with a woman. What the fuck are you talking about?
He never had a relationship over 6 months.
What he knows is he knows how systems are supposed to work. He knows if he get a degree and provide for a bitch, she's supposed to just come home to him and do what the fuck he said he's supposed to do.
And guess what? He don't even know that. He knows what they told him. He don't know how the system is really supposed to work. He knows what he's been told it's supposed to fucking work, right? He don't know how it really works. He don't understand how the system is really fucking built. He one of these people that believe if you go to a company, HR ain't gonna screw you over just to save face in the fucking meeting.
Nah. You see, I was trying to be nice when I pointed it out to him, dude. He ain't had no experience. He don't know shit. He might think he knows something. He don't know shit, dude. He had like what? He say he had 5 women. I don't think he's had one. Like the way he was talking make him sound like a virgin. Like keep it 100 with you.
And that's why I asked.
Listen, he should have been a nigga 22 engineering at college, busting them down. Nigga, you should be about what 20 minimum. He should be proud of that shit. 50. Come on, man.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
But the thing is, where he hangs out at, everything is men's fault. Black men are not good enough. No matter what you do, you are dusty. You know what I'm saying? His whole thing is he wants to restore honor, and because he wants to restore that honor, he gonna take a chick with no type of qualifications, do whatever she say, trying to get that honor, and then he gonna get screwed the hell over, and it's gonna happen more than once because he gonna think the first time was a fluke. It's gonna happen at least 2 times.
Hey, how about this? How about this motherfucker that he fucked 5 bitches and ain't ran into a ratchet bitch yet?
Yeah.
Nigga,
that's what I said. He ain't had one.
Like my 3rd or 4th piece of pussy was a flat out ratchet ass bitch. Nowadays, they way more ratchet nowadays than they used to be. But that's 5 bitches you ain't running to a ratchet bitch yet.
If he said he should have been able to pull that chick in his college. That's all I'm saying. If he was bad as he said he is, he cool as he say he is, he should have been able to pull that black chick he was talking about.
Right.
How are you here? You only here because you trying to figure out how to pull her. Not knowing that you ain't got a chance in hell, but you gonna run your ass right into it though. She got something.
You got something for
man,
your ass.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. As much as I want to believe, I don't know how much confidence I have, man. I mean, like he just says, you know, younger generation. It's not a SYSBM thing. They're just naturally looking at this shit and saying, I don't want to fucking deal with that. They're not necessarily
pretty much
black women. They're avoiding the bullshit. But this dude,
tell y'all,
it's always BGS fault. It's always BGS fault. He came on here. He want to tell you about fucking the nature of women. He want to tell you about artificial intelligence. He want to tell you about robotics. He want to tell you about worldwide fucking politics. He want to tell you about the goddamn yin and the yang and the nature of women and the nature of men, you know, we could have been going through this motherfucker in blue pill heaven. But guess who the fuck? Guess who got a rain on our goddamn parade?
Guess what? I gotta say it for the far niggas.
Why you
Yes.
Niche, I refuse to get that damn black pill. That motherfucker come knocking every month. Come on, nigga.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. Be just accepted before. There's a lot of motherfuckers claiming black pill. I'm gonna tell you something. I am not black pill, but when I tell you I can see that shit off in the distance, that shit is scary, nigga.
So no.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
The concept of black pill is scary than a mother. I want you to picture you wake up tomorrow and literally say to yourself, it really don't fucking matter. Whatever.
I mean, either the utilitarian or the nihilist. Okay? I actually had to become the utilitarian. Like, the reason why I had to do, if I never had a son, I probably would have no empathy at this age.
Yep,
it would be really hard for me to feel another person's pain, because I'd be like, you become numb to it. You learn it long enough. You're talking about wearing a uniform for God and country since 17. And I'll be 39 next month, April 1st.
Okay.
Literally, I've been.
Damn.
I'll be like, you got to think about it. He's 22. I've been working in a uniform in some capacity for the government, a gun and badge or a rifle in a uniform, for as long as he's been living. And it goes back to what Art Newstyle said on his platform. He said it best. The problem with a lot of people is that you think that you could Google somebody's experience.
Exactly.
You think that you can outsmart people who lived this shit at least twice. Like, you didn't have a pregnancy scare. You never fucked a ratchet bitch. You never had a crazy bitch for good pussy. Nigga, you 5 bitches. I can't even remember when I just hit 5 bitches. That's been.
You never had a bitch whose friends wanted to fuck you.
I've fucked friends. I fuck cousins.
Fuck cousins.
Damn. I think I'm the reverse. I think I'm the reverse side of him.
Yeah,
like I'm the cloak wearing. Like he's like, but all these black bitches are good. There are good black women out here.
Yeah, well,
and I'm the one in the cloak that says, "Fuck these bitches."
Yeah, he's Luke Skywalker.
Yep.
Hey,
you know that. So good at them.
And your Mace Windu.
You underestimate my power.
There's a saying in working out that says the body part that you least like working out is the body part that you need to work out the most. Right? The one that you hate working out the most is the one you need to work on the most. Okay, with that being said, the shit that you hate hearing the most, especially from black men, young black fellows, is the shit you need to hear the most. You know why? Because that's the very thing that you are lacking. That's the very thing that hits home with you the most. Y'all need to understand something. There's a bunch of shit y'all need to get from this damn this session right here. Is that a lot of y'all mamas was fucking around on your fucking pop, right? If your pop wasn't in the picture, a lot of y'all moms did run him off and tried to make sure he wasn't there. And she told him little shit about him, but didn't tell you shit about herself. And most of the shit she said about him was fucking lies. You got to understand something. Even your mamas will call you that lazy ass or that good for nothing ass nigga. Even if she ain't saying it to you. At the end of the day, if you don't figure out the shit for yourself, they'll treat you like a fucking chump for not knowing, even though they have designed it so that you wouldn't fucking know. It all falls back in your lap.
All right. Closing thoughts, folks.
Charles, let me ask what Charles.
All I have to say about this stream is
go ahead, AB.
All I gotta say about this stream is this: SYSBM.
That's it.
I ain't gonna wait on them.
Well,
I ain't gonna wait on them to like
send your sub sandwiches by mail.
Charles,
Y'all have a good one.
Nah, but
Yes, sir.
You too, AB.
Charles, quick
Yes,
question.
sir.
I remember I talked to this cop one time. He told me he knew every rich dude's wife, every politician in the city who was sleeping around and cheating on their spouse.
And
He
how
said
many of them did he fuck?
knows it. He says because all we do is see y'all running at 2-3 in the morning. I want to see
You want those mayor details, the council members details. You see, you know a lot about them, and that's why when I look at this shit, and you see programs like BGS, like Angry Man, and I guess you could say sometimes mine. I'll give you a quick example. I went out with this young lady. Come to find out, we went to school together. She's 2 years younger. God damn, she got a body. She's built like Shorty from off of WandaVision.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to do it. Yeah, my crutches almost gave out.
Tiana Harris?
Yeah. That's how she's built.
Okay.
And it's funny. We went to this pro-black meeting, and the one dude, he's trying to outsmart people, and he said the reason why women don't submit is the same reason you don't want to join an organization. And I said, Shorty, I'm ready to go. He's like, why? Because obviously this dude didn't do enough research. He thinks he knows the answer, but you can't tell me culture. And I spoke to these guys, and I said, first of all, y'all don't even understand culture. You look at a movie, I forget what the movie that they had about the Black Panther. I forget the title of it, but the Judas. Judas
and the Messiah.
Yeah, and it's like you get off about a movie when you just finding out about Dr. Amos. You just finding out about the ISIS papers. See, it goes back to what our new style said. You can't Google a man's experience. I'm like this. BGS is the same age as my mother, and my father just turned 64 the same week as my mother turned 62. I don't challenge them in their experience. I ask. And see, this is what happened. These liberal ass schools do. They don't value the elders. They're trying to do away with the elders. You know why?
Love the elders.
The elders are going to get you smart. They're not going to give you all the answers because it's too easy, but they're going to give you the right directions. Even in Buddhism, many lights lead to the same path.
Yep.
You need to pick a path and don't be afraid to actually put your light out there and journey it. It's not going to be easy. Sometimes it's going to be a motherfucker. Sometimes you got to say the word motherfucker. But you really need to take hold of what these guys with elder experience have to teach you. Because what's going to happen, he's going to be that same dude. We go to a domestic, either his wife beating his ass or he's going to beat her ass.
Yep.
Or it was a film one of my cop buddies showed. You know, the guy, he had a gun, but it was like a little curtain or something. And he saw, I guess his girl getting fucked by the side nigga. Next thing you know, him and all his buddies putting bullets everywhere that they don't supposed to belong in this guy. Don't think that these females are above getting you shot. Yeah, dude might go to jail, other dude's dead, but you think that's going to keep her from fucking? Please. Wake up and smell the coffee. It's
Right.
not your, it's like the old saying goes, for a lot of these chicks in the modern world, she's not your girl, it's just your turn.
It's your turn.
Peace.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And at the
All
end
right.
of the day,
Anybody who's
and on
next?
the last piece, BGS. And at the end of the day, so because this dumbass nigga think that he can play them and do what he want. Now my girlfriend Mexican, and I still look her dead in her eye and tell her that bitch, you don't own me. And all she'll do is say, okay. Because that's what she really believes. That she own my ass. And all these bitches believe they own us, man. That's their mentality. Okay, whatever, nigga. Okay, whatever you say so. If you say so.
You follow me? Until you get to like BGS age, and then they can't phase you. I told her, I said, you the last one. I'm not fucking with no more after you. Nah, you just gonna be like, nah. I'm gonna swallow my black pill. What's the black pill? Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna swallow that motherfucker. I says, because BGS here teaching you guys, and a lot of these older guys teaching, got meeting them 40 something. I'm still at their feet listening and learning. Judge Dredd, he 40 something. I'm learning and listening from him. Like I'm fucking 15. You guys giving up this game for free, man.
Hey,
We trying to help these youngsters.
My heart weeps for you because I know D is not gonna listen to the council because he think he too fucking smart. And
There
D
you
gonna
go.
ass out
He's
here.
too good of a guy. He's too good of a guy for bad stuff to happen to him.
And D gonna get burned like a motherfucker because he think
It's a karma points.
That's it. Oh well.
You know
But
what
like
I
I
mean?
BJ's fault. The goddamn black pill and shit, man.
It absolutely is, bro. And to the end of time, and let me tell y'all something. I got two things for you.
All right, but I'm out.
First,
all right. Later.
First off, there is no level of goddamn karma points you can build up. People get fucked over because people get fucked over. You need to take that to the bank and to the fucking grave. You need to be on watch at all times. That's the first thing. The second thing is, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck cut the wood? You get what I'm saying to you? And then that's it. That's all I got. Y'all take that to the grave. So you be rich by the time you die.
All right, who's next?
I got a
Well, I
question,
guess
not a
I'll go
statement.
ahead and go. I'll go ahead. Now, one of the things.
Go ahead. Who's first? Just jump in.
Well, my shit gonna be long because I need to ask. I need to ask BGS to do some shit.
All right, go ahead, Dre.
I say so. What I'll say, like here, if you notice, one of the things you youngsters need to pay attention to more than anything. You see, you had damn near 10 men at one time up here trying to talk some sense into this boy. They like out here like we selling a course, or we trying to hook you up with a broad that we know there's nothing in it for us. The only thing in it for us is seeing you be productive. We're giving you the information so that you don't make some of the same mistakes that we have made. Now, the women will come out and tell you, oh, no, those are just some scoring men. No, not scoring men. We're sitting up here trying to make sure that the generation is better and that you make sure that you wise up, pick a better female so you can build a legacy. There are so many legacies that are stifled because of bad decision making at a young age. I will tell you from point blank experience, I've met plenty of women who, after they knew me and all that, but they realized, oh man, this dude is just the best dude in the world. But no offense, his finance tied to other women. And I don't want to deal with that. Ain't nothing wrong with him. But so just going to show you, you make a mistake at a young age, you might meet the perfect woman who, but you know what I'm saying? You come in with diminished things. And you got to take that L. And one of the things we're trying to just make sure that you don't have to live a struggle life. Shit, I hate to say, I would hate to see any one of you niggas as a young kid right now as being like me, where all you see is like, damn, Dre, you know, every time we see Dre, it's all nigga always making money. Well, why? Because I got bills to pay. You don't want to live your life like that. Not fun. It takes the enjoyment out of life. Most people ain't even going to step up and even tell you the mistakes they made. Where the women would be like, no, it ain't happening. Lead your ass down to slaughter. Where the dude would be like, hey, dude, no, don't go down that street, dog. They're shooting down there. That's the thing. And we don't get nothing out of this, but all we do is sound, and we take a lot of flack for just trying to tell you to make sure that you got these people right and stay away from certain things. You don't know nothing. And once you get that in your head that you don't know shit and you can always learn, you'll be all right. Please, bro, listen to the information. Take this conversation down. Hopefully this panel stays up. You better record this shit. Play it back 50, 11 times, whatever. Please take this information in that these guys are giving you because they're risking their credibility. They're wasting their time, which they could be. Think about this, a Saturday night. They could be out here screwing up a female, but they chose that time to make sure to set you on the right path. And that's all I got to say.
All right. Who's next?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
All right. Questions for you if you'd be so willing to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do my reading?
Do you who? Reading?
My reading. Yeah, my astrology thing.
Oh,
I know you into that. Yeah.
Email it to me.
I got you.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't have time to do it right now, but email it to me.
I got you. Appreciate it.
Okay. You talking about your birth chart, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, email it to me.
Will do.
Anybody else? Closing thoughts?
Yes, I'd like to go. Thank you to everyone on the panel, especially to the older gentlemen. It's always good hearing from you guys. You know what I'm saying? Coming into the manosphere in general was the greatest thing for me, because like I said, I came up in a single household and whatnot, but thank God for all the men on the streets, in the streets, whatever, that like pushed me on the right path. You know what I'm saying? Whether they were 9-to-5 men or corner pushers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I had great male influences in my life that steered me on the right path. Even if, even when my mom tried to shun me from any male authority. So to the D guy or whatever, see, I'm gonna just tell you right now, we're not far off. We're damn near the same age. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a year older than you. It's thing. Guys like you, the guys like me, you're food to us too. You got to understand that. You're in our way. We're gonna go right past you, and you're gonna be stuck dealing with the problems that you have because you refuse to just wisen up and be humble enough to admit, yo, I need help mentally. I just need somebody to just give me a direction. Now, I was in that blue pill mindset at first, but like I said, the men in my life humbled me on that really very early. You know what I'm saying? I think I was like slightly red pill at like 15 without knowing, any of the proper terminology. And then when I graduated high school, that's when I discovered like the manosphere in general. But other than that, shit is real out here. These females, they're ruthless. They're out for themselves. It's like you got to do what you got to do, and that's just standing on your square. Standing on your square, and not only that, owning up to your masculinity. Not being afraid to be who you are, and not being afraid to be like command your respect. Understand this: authority is only worn over your clothing. A king may go into his bathhouse to bathe, but just because he removes his crown and gets in his bath, that doesn't make him a naked king. He's still a king, regardless.
Yep. Whatever you're inside. Anybody else? Going once, going twice.
No, I missed out. I didn't get to get in.
All right.
Abs and asses.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming on out. I guess it was fun. Had 50 people watching before I even turned it on. So I guess it's a hot topic.
This is a classic. We got to do you got to do. It's like Black Ram said. It's therapeutic, man.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna jump out here and get me something to eat. So
peace, brothers.
You see, we formed like Vortron to try to protect the young dudes. Where if that would have been the female, they'd have been forming like Vortron to never keep doing the dumb shit.
Yeah. You tell
Voltron.
You can tell he's looking for answers. Because he's not sure.
Yeah, he was looking for answers.
He's looking for answers. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna jump off.
Good luck to you, bro.
Have a great night.
All right, peace.